All right, everybody. Welcome to, that's right, it's another episode of Saturday Night Nonsense, but this time it is Record Store, or should I say RSD, and Record Store Find Edition. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, I know a lot of you people out there got to go to the Record Store Day Drop 1, which, good for you guys, good for you. Um, in a way, out of all honesty, taking a look at, I didn't get to see everything on the drop one list for today, ladies and gentlemen. A few weeks back. Hi, Tom. How are you doing? Good to see you here. I just got done watching some of Dead Wax 66. He had some good tunes spinning. So basically, though, I didn't get to go to RSD because I had to work. That was kind of, I guess it was kind of my fault. Either I thought I scheduled, and it turns out it was the wrong Saturday I put in for it. So I'm the dumbass here, on this one. But that's okay because there was really only one thing that I really wanted. One thing. Yes. Hi, Pale, and hello to yourself too, Tim. I'm glad you're here because I want to talk about something else too. Good, good. We're going to bring that up in a little bit too, Ethan. What the Brown Splatter Pew Pinchlow reissue. There also was a for drop 2. It was announced that the 1976 album from P.U. Pinchlow, Take the Plunge, with that famous hit "Clog Like a Hog," will be coming out. Drop 2. That's right. Man, oh man! And "Clog Like a Hog" had guest guitarist Andy Fairweather Lowe, and for some reason Bill Wyman was singing backgrounds on that. I mean, "Clog Like a Hog," it's stuck there. I mean, it's weird. It is a surreal mix to hear off of "Taking the Plunge." So I heard that one is possibly could be either a picture disc this time. With little specks of toilet paper in the vinyl. I mean, that would be interesting, but it wouldn't affect the needle play. So let's see here. I'm doing great after getting. We're going to talk about all of this exactly in mere moments. Just bear with me, though, guys. You know how I am. The first few minutes I talk, and then we let people on. So there was only one thing that I wanted from Drop 1 on the Record Store Day, and that was the Who's Face Dance's 40th anniversary edition. Now, I'm a big Who fan. A lot of you people out there are big Who fans. Face Dances, in my opinion, from 1981 doesn't get enough love. And I know maybe some of you people are going, well, Psycho, you dumbass. The Who had 3 singles off of that thing that did pretty damn well. And you're right. You better you bet, right? Don't Let Go of the Coat is another one. And Another Tricky Day. So 3 excellent singles off of there. And the whole album itself is just about near perfect. There's about one song, I think, that I probably would have changed, and it probably was "How Do You Do It Alone." That's maybe the only one and they had that going since 1979, which I'll explain that in a second too. Yes, I love Another Tricky Day. The new reissue does have bonus tracks, and what it is there is 3 of the songs were on the 2011 deluxe CD reissue. Okay, I like Nightmares. It's in ya, and then there's another one too. I can't remember. So those 3 are on this vinyl, and then there's 2 more. Dance It All Away with Roger. And I don't know if that's a complete band one or it's a demo with Roger or whatever. And then Pete singing differently on a different track too. And then the 4 live ones, if I remember correctly, are from TV show appearance in '81. So I want the damn thing. I think that's pretty neat. Saying that, I know a lot of people were wanting that Steely Dan album. And so I just want to mention this. I love Steely Dan. The 70s was great. I'm not kidding. From the first album, even to Gaucho at the end in '80. Okay, um, I didn't even mind some of the Becker Fagan reunion type stuff that they tried to do from in the '80s and '90s. Okay, between their solo albums, it's just for some reason those two albums that they did in the '90s, including Everything Must Go, which was on the Record Store Drop One. I think they lost their mojo. I'm sorry. It's like I don't know what happened, but I don't like either of those albums. I think I like maybe one or two songs off of each of them. I don't know. Maybe it's just my ears. I don't know. So to me, I mean, if you're a completist for Steely Dan, good for you if you got it. Okay, I got it on CD, and about the Who thing, if I don't end up finding that vinyl, I'm not gonna shed a tear over it. I'll probably just go get that 2011 double CD set at least, because the extra bonus tracks too are "How Can You Do It Alone," which they started working on live in December '79, even. So kind of neat on that bit too. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the link. Let us have some fun. The goal here is this. This is a show and tell episode, as in show and tell. That's the game I play when I want to say I want to see our RSD and record store finds. Yeah, because not everybody really gave a shit about RSD. Not everybody. And maybe you found, and like, for example, the record stores here are having 20% off on the used vinyl. Okie dokie. Just dropped a link for you guys. Whoever would love to come on, please do. And I'd like you to show me your record store day vinyl or your record store finds from whatever record store you went to. And you know what? Shout out the record store while you're at it. Tell us where you went shopping and all that other stuff so that we could spread the love. First one right off the bat. See, I have communication directly with some people here right away. Okay,
No,
Ethan.
it's not like it's an inside job at all.
Oh, Ethan, after we're done with show and tell or in between show and tell, I have 45 box number 4.
After I show my records?
After you show your records.
Okay.
All right. Ethan, once you turn on that, I'm gonna make you big, and then you can show everything. Hang on 1 second between you and your furry tribble microphone. You gotta respect the tribble.
You gotta respect the tribble. So yesterday I went to a record store because the lockdown just ended yesterday. So I had to go to the record store. And so I picked up this isn't record store day stuff. I'll get to that.
That's fine, but what record store did you get it from, Ethan? Tell us that.
A record store called PCV Records in Oakville, Ontario.
Nice.
5 Faces of Manfred Mann.
Sweet.
I picked up because I have an original British copy of this, but it's so fragile I don't want to play it too much.
Oh, it's another Yes album? See what I did there? I
picked up a nice reissue of the second or third Small Faces album, depending who you talk to.
Gotcha.
And a while back, I ordered this record on Amazon, but when it showed up, it was a different album. This is what arrived instead. Although I've decided to keep it. Who knows? Maybe something on here I like it. But this was the record I ordered, and I finally got it. The Zombies R.I.P.
I was hoping you'd get that. I know you were talking about it.
Yeah. Of course.
Can you elaborate? Is R.I.P. the leftover remainder tracks that were recorded after Odyssey? How does that work? Okay.
It was after Odyssey became like a smash hit in the state. Well, after Time of the Season became a smash hit, not the album. Album flopped. Date Records was like, "Hey guys, you got to record more of this. You know, kids are loving the zombies. They're loving the zombies." But the Zombies had broken up, and so Rod Argent. I think it was just Rod Argent and maybe the drummer went into the studio. He and Chris White had written some new songs, and that's what happened. And then they polished off some old songs from earlier in the decade.
I'm going to interject for 2 seconds. Doug, Vinyl Grotto, Ethan is like one of the best psych. Man, he's got such incredible knowledge for being a teenager up in Canuck land. It is wonderful. Here comes the next person to share along. Mason is now here too. I'm still going to leave Ethan up large because he's still got more goodies to show us. So hang on a second while I
actually have
configure.
some goodies I would like to show, but Ethan can go ahead and finish his showing first.
Yes, that's how we're doing this. Everybody gets their turn. Okay.
I got I don't have it because someone picked it up for me because apparently it wasn't released in Canada. The creation in stereo.
Oh, no kidding. I know you wanted that thing.
Yeah, but a certain member of actually no, I'm not going to say who it is. Let's just say it's a regular of the show, and you can make guesses. He picked it up for me. But I was able to get, even though my store was just online today and you had to curbside pick it up, I was able to get the Elton John Regimental Sergeant Zippo. Because when the tracks,
like that cover.
When the tracks, the 60s tracks were on that box set last year, I'm like, oh my God, these are fantastic. And I almost bought the box just to have the tracks. And then when they put this out, I'm like, okay, makes it a lot easier. And I didn't know this until I got it. It's in mono.
Oh.
That makes it all the more better.
And it's got the flip back sleeves. And this is probably the one, you may not expect from me. My store only had one copy of this, so I had to act fast. Are you guys familiar with Devo?
Yes.
One of the co-founders, Gerald Casale, put out this for Record Store Day: Jihad Jerry and the Evildoers.
I like the name of that. That's great.
And it's the only one I got out of the two on nice colored vinyl, and I have to show the vinyl because it's marvelous.
Please do. Look at that. That is nice. Very, very nice.
Absolutely. That is absolutely beautiful.
That is all.
Okie dokie. Mason, let me make you big, and then it'll be your turn. How you doing, Mason?
Why are we all crunched like that?
I'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good tonight, Paul. Doing some cleaning around the music room here. Trying something nice. Out back to the band, but actually, I received some VCLT mail today.
Mason, you're slightly breaking up for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like your connection's even worse than Paul's.
I was going to say, you got my Ecuadorian package, did you? Or the Costa Rica?
It doesn't even seem like there's much of a delay with you tonight.
Well, I can tell you why mostly, but what I want to hear, and we'll hear this for. Oh, here comes another one. Hang on. We're going to add Kevin is coming up now.
Nice. What's going on?
Okay, so
Biff Beans.
Hey, we are. Yes, it is to show us records that he got today.
Well, they're not records. Right. They're JJ. You know JJ, the you know JJ.
Explosive hits.
He
22.
Yeah. He was kind enough to VCLT me these Beach Boys live recording soundboard. Yeah, soundboard. That I'm at a loss of words tonight. And so this one is, I think this is Fillmore East 1971. This one is.
Oh, is that the one with the dead?
Yeah.
I've only ever heard bits of that.
And then the other one is, let's see, Live Box 1966. So like two shows from 66 on this one.
Nice.
So that's all I've got to show.
Cool. That's still cool. Yeah, one of these days I want to.
I'm
sorry, go on.
Make me small now.
Okie dokie. Here comes another person. Yes, sir. Keep going, Mason.
I was going to say, Paul, if you would like to hear the entire Fillmore East show in its entirety, I can. If you have an Instagram or an email or something like that, I can email you files, digital files.
Oh no, it's Tom's Vinyl Shack.
Yes, Ethan. It's me.
I do have an Instagram. Should be under Psycho's Platters for Instagram.
All right. Well, I'll work on getting the Wii transfers. I'll work on getting the Wii transfers fixed up so I can send them out.
All right. Well, thank you. Whenever you have time, I understand. That'd be awesome. Okay. Who is next to show me their goodie?
I'll show my stuff. Look at all that stuff. Ooh.
I didn't think it was going to go in.
Wait, thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there we go. There it is.
That's what she said. Oh, come on. Right off the bat, you got to show me that.
Man.
It's very good.
And that?
There you go. Now, here's the thing with me and Ethan. He got it. His came with a download. Here. Ethan has it with a download. I don't have it with download code.
I had to send him the downloads from my download code.
They just don't have them. Like all the alt records the past couple years. I download codes in like Europe, but never in the US. Genesis, Debworth 12-inch. It's not really official, but kind of
nice.
Forest and Hotel Sessions. Nice gatefold of like tapes. I love seeing that stuff like that. Tom Petty Angel Dream, which is very weird because I looked on Discogs and it had a gold like label, but mine is a blue label. I don't know what's up with that. It's like a goldish like color label, but this one's blue. What's all the new stuff? They got ELP Works, 4 box, Rough and Ready, Jeff Beck Group. I'm gonna try it. Bad Company's debut album, records of like me, and then Traffic. Shoot out the Fantasy Factory with the corners.
Oh, that's nice.
I have PBs too, but there's
I love that album. That's a good album.
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Who next? What about you, Kev?
Oh well, what I got today was I got up, got out of bed. You
got what? Oh,
I got up. I got out of the bed. That's pretty much it.
Tried to come across you.
What do you want from me? I'm a 51-year-old mentally ill man. I can't go shopping for records every day. No, I have no record stores near me that have anything.
Well, that's what it's record store day.
So it's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Every record store day.
Who has the weird fluttery audio?
Like I said, tomorrow I'm planning on going to.
Yeah, somebody's got some echo going.
I'm thinking it's Paul.
I do have anything. I don't have.
But I can mute myself and try.
I don't have any going. It's just StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube. And here comes our 6th square, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen him in a while, and we were talking.
Come on,
about
two Canadians. This is not fair.
Hi,
you're stacking the deck.
Doc, it's his Canadian.
It doesn't matter. You want to see my record store day stuff?
What the hell?
Wait, let me guess. Doc, did you get anything?
Yes, if you have stuff.
He's playing.
What's the Tim? Tim, I'm sorry. I only have 6 squares. I'm not Hollywood Squares. It might be a little bit. Sorry. Maybe fork $20 a month, whatever the fuck that is. But not right now. I'm a cheap ass.
Well, I don't plan on staying
Final
on
Kick
any-
says 2 Canucks equal 1 person.
So you only have 5 people up here. You can
2
bring Tim
Canucks
over.
equal 1 person.
I'll be dropping out at 10 o'clock anyway.
No, I only have 6 squares.
6 big squares.
Oh, is that what it is?
But I don't
3
plan on staying.
jolly little dwarves.
I'm a dwarf. I am 5'6", so I guess I'm a dwarf.
Who? No. No.
3
I'm 6'8".
jolly
I
little
don't
dwarfs.
know.
That helps us out tomorrow.
Oh, I should change my name to something more appropriate then. With all this talk about the gnomes.
3 Deuces is drop store record store day 2. It's the 3-pack PU Flow English 45s.
I'm the laughing gnome and you can't catch me.
Said the
Oh yeah, you gotta write the lyrics out so I can sing them.
Laughing
Well, I
gnome.
gave him the roasted toadstools. A glass of dandelion wine.
Laughing gnome is terrible.
It's a far-out trip down here in
Laughing Gnome
Dandy
is
World
fun.
with
Come on.
Ethan and Beans.
But
It's,
I have
you
a big
know.
question for Ethan.
Yeah?
I heard you say you got your records in Oakville.
Yeah?
You had to drive 2 hours or so to get to your record store.
No. They have local ones, but this one had the Zombies RIP.
So you didn't go to Oakville.
No, I did go to Oakville.
You did.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hours away. I don't get it. What did
It's
you do?
only, it's like 45 minutes away.
Well, you must have been putting the hammer down or something.
Well, we were doing errands in the GTA anyways.
Oh, you were halfway there. To
15
begin
minutes
with.
by Dockside.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Doc, in Canada it's kilometers, so it's less time.
Oh, is
Like
that what
if you were Canadian, you would know that.
Yeah. Windsor is just Detroit.
I know.
I could see for kilometers and kilometers.
And besides, I'm surprised that Oakville store even had stuff. You know, so
They had some good stuff. They had that Manfred Mann record.
Oh, they do have good. They do have good stuff.
John's the big winner.
Well, and I had to fight tooth and nail on the website for this for the record store day for the Devo one.
Oh.
They only had one copy.
I was gonna say
and
tooth
I
and
was
nail.
sitting
That's
there.
Doc.
I was sitting there hitting F5 to refresh.
Next record store day.
Well, most of you already know my store was closed. I was the only one there with a closed store. Like nobody else.
You always get the bad luck.
I-
You always get the bad luck.
like everybody's going like, oh look, there's a lineup outside the store. I got there at 4 a.m. and all that kind of stuff. I go to the record store, there's nobody there. It's closed, it's locked. And this is about 11 a.m.
Well, they probably
Basket.
saw that. They probably saw that bear on your shirt and got scared.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like this. Anyone home? Anyone home?
Let me share a secret
Doc,
with you guys on
you're-
what is
you're
the
Canadian.
best
You should-
record
you should
store
know
to
this.
shop at.
They teach us at a very young age in school.
Amazon.com is the best source for getting records.
Mason,
No,
shut
it's
up.
not.
No, it's not.
The best source is me.
The last-
No.
Mason, shut up. No.
Come on.
The last
You
time I
have
ordered
just
from
gotten a
Amazon,
verbal beatdown, Mason.
Mason, the last time I ordered from Amazon, I got the wrong record. The time before that, the record showed up warped.
That's right.
Was that the one that you just showed
It's
a little
the
while ago?
Tupac recorded in his mama's basement album.
Okay, let me rephrase my
I'm like,
statement.
I'm really
Amazon.com
sure
is
you
the
ordered
best site
that
for
Jay-Z.
ordering
The
CDs.
Tupac's basement tapes,
Yeah.
featuring the
better.
band.
Yeah. So like,
Featuring Bev Bevan.
shows
And Bev Bevan.
The band featuring Bed Bevan.
See,
Ethan shows this Jay-Z
see, Bev
record.
Bevan is a running gag in the BT.
He's
No.
going to be a running gag for a while. That thing's going to go on for like a
And
month.
you pencil. And
Bev Bevan's PU Pinch Loaf.
There. He'll be on the next album.
Okay. So
Bev
anyway,
Bevan's Beau Brummels featuring Bev Bevan.
yeah. So anyway, I didn't get nothing anyway. Stupid stores, like no lineups.
That's not the last
Anything.
laugh.
So I went to Goodwilling instead.
The
Still
Who
got-
starring Bev Bevan.
Did you find any Bargoons,
No.
Doc?
No,
It's going to be
What did
Kenny
I say?
Jones. Kenny Jones
What
is
did I
the Who
start?
featuring Bev Bevan and Twink
it was a pretty run.
featuring Bev Bevan.
Oh my God. You want? Speaking of Kenny Jones for 2 seconds, I picked up this was about a year ago at a library book sale for $1 hair. The 2004 CD, The Jones Gang, with Kenny Jones. It's not a bad record. There's a bunch of different people on that. Ronnie Wood's on there, I think, and I'm sure there's like a handful of other people. It was not a bad CD. And then what was it? One guy in the mid-'90s who sang for Bad Company, Robert Hart. He was the singer for that one too.
See, the last
Not
thing I heard
bad,
of Kenny
I
Jones
thought,
was
anyway.
The Law.
Look, listen on YouTube.
What's it called,
Yes.
Psycho?
Oh, I get this.
The
It's
Law,
funny you
Paul
bring
Rogers
that
and
up,
Kenny
Beans.
Jones.
I-
And it's not bad. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Paul Rogers.
it's not bad. What was it? Late?
Oh, anything Paul Rogers. You can't go wrong
What
with
was it
anything.
called? They played one track off of that album on the radio locally up in
Probably laying down the
Chicagoland,
law. That was the first.
That's
that was
it.
the first track. Laying down the law. Yeah.
I love that tune. I was like,
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I mean,
I thought
he
that
had
was
like
another Firm record. At first, I'm going,
yeah. They had Andy Taylor from Duran Duran writing songs for that, which he's an amazing guitarist, like great songwriter. There was a song that "Miss You in a Heartbeat" that Def Leppard wrote that they had a hit for later.
Groovy says RSD knocked the energy out of me. That's what she said. I invited Richard to the podcast, but he says chances of in a bar getting drunk right now.
Good old
You just
Dickie
to drink at
Dolan.
home? I know.
What
All
did
right,
Richie
so
say? He's locked in a trunk
nobody's
right
got
now.
any other
Is
things.
that what he said?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yep, he pissed off the
trolls.
the gabagools or whatever you guys call them. He
This
pissed off.
fucking gabagool.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo,
Get
gabagoo.
the fucking
Here you
gabagool.
go.
The blah blahs. I'm just gonna call them the blah.
Oh. So here's
The
what
blah
I'm
blah blah.
gonna do.
The
Just gonna do. Here we go. One more time. While I'm waiting for him, because he's got stuff to show too. More 45s. If you guys were here last episode, we are going to show whatever is in box number 4. I don't know what's in here. I don't remember what's in here. Could there be a time box? I don't know. But I still have 2 more of these things to look through.
Are there figurines in it?
All right, let's see. I'm going to make myself big for a little while.
Hopefully, it's something on DRAM records
What
as opposed to Duram, which I thought it was for the last 30 years.
Hopefully those George Harrison gnomes are just hanging out.
I
in that
can't get
box.
over how many DRAMs I have. Cracks me up.
Well, yeah, you have Kaiser Bill's Batman.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I do have a copy of that, and you're getting it when I get the time box stuff. All right.
Yes.
White label promo right off the bat. Oh my God, I did not know that this. The supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Look, supercalifragilistic.
Get out of here.
Okay. Canadian band. This is. And I actually enjoy the album. I have it somewhere in my collection. Mash McCann. Mash McCann, who had members of what future band? Who would end up going from Mashman to
Partridge Family.
One, two members from Mashman.
Denny and the
Correct
Diplomats.
answer is April Wine. April Wine, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
I was gonna say the banana split.
Nice little.
Oh God, what is that? Is that Richard's voice?
Oh,
Richard
wait a
has
minute. No, here comes the sixth one. Tim's coming, gentlemen. That is sixth. Sir, hello,
Tim.
Meg.
Hi.
And yeah, Don Knotts was with Andy Taylor. That would be. It was for the theme song for Ghost and Mrs. Mr. Chicken. Two.
Mr.
the
Chicken.
sequel.
Goes to Mr. Chicken. Yeah.
Sorry.
Or the shakiest
Andy
gun in the
Griffith.
West.
Um.
Remember the
Francis Bibb.
shakiest gun in the West?
Oh my God. Featuring. Yeah, I love that one. Andy Quinn, nice little rockabilly rockaboogie. Hey,
Nice pink deco.
I told you guys, my episodes are always powered by coffee each and every time. Here's Percolator from Billy Joel and the Checkmates on door.
Not Billy Joel. Billy
Little
Joel.
promo, Johnny Horton, Rock Island Line. Yes. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Let me.
What?
Oh, by the way, in case nobody knows, there is, yeah, that's right. There is a channel that is showing complete American Bandstand episodes from the mid-'60s. Nice commercials. See, Ohio Press. One of my favorite knows about this. I saw them live. New Colony 6, Can't You See Me Cry? Of course, the guitar is a lot better. But I still like some of the Mercury stuff, too. They're the syrupy ballads. Ray Graffey is a nice guy. Him and Ronnie Rice are the ones that still tour. Okay. Columbia Special Products. Paul Revere and the Raiders, SS-396. If you remember that one at all. And,
Does that have Corvair Baby on the other side?
and then, yes, I was just, yes, yeah. Didn't they do one for the Judge? Did they not do a 45 for the Judge?
I don't.
I could be
I know
wrong.
they did a commercial. I don't know if it was actually
Here's a strange
single.
one.
Somebody's got some wicked echo going on.
Yeah, if any Paul Revere and the Raider fans out there know if they did a 45 for the Judge, the last album for Buddha, kind of album too. I came across, but it was so up. They tried to change their image to like cycle gangs with motorbikes and chains, and I'm like, whatever. But this was the single that came off of it, The Train. It's actually not a bad song. Not a bad song for 69 Bubblegum.
From their
here's
brief
enough for you
Sha-Na-Na
guys.
period.
I love Jack Scott. I do. Jack Scott was a awesome vocalist. In fact, I found out that he was signing autographs through the mail, and by the time I was getting ready for him, because I have some pictures, fortunately, so I did not get to see Jack Scott. Now back to New Colony 6 for a second. These ones were minor charted hits, but this is from 1972 on the Sunlight label called Roll On. It's actually a really, really good tune. Nothing to do with band roll-ons. Just thought I'd mention that. What would a broadcast be without a Monkees record? It's a little bit me, it's a little bit you, too.
Great song.
And you know what? I know a bunch of these have got half-price records. I really wish we had them down here. All the stuff that I have found in half-price records up in Illinois. Tim knows. Tim talked about the box, the magic box. Magic box. And this one here in really, really nice shape. Hard Luck Woman with Mr.
Every day I get to you.
I
Get
Kiss,
in the
my
box,
opinion,
it takes me to you.
golden years. Now this one here, the magic box. So this one here, mid-60s Canadian press, because as soon as I saw this at a Goodwill in McHenry, Illinois, where I'm from, I'm going, wait a minute, this Psych single, Psych, I said, the Morlocks. Now I'm going, wait a minute, it shouldn't look like this. But see what it says on top. Canada. Because the Morlocks UK looks like the next label style, the 62 on. And that's why I thought, and no promos in the one still. So weird. The Canadian press of an American psych band. Very, very strange. Staying with Decca for a second. A nice, and this is another one of these things I did not know. I picked this up for 10 cents at a local resale shop. I miss this place. They used to have, there was Honey Hole for Records. Doug Fields knows about this. Me and him used to find things separately all the damn time. And but this one here, I did not know they made green label promos. Daily Comics. This is from E9. Mary Lee's A Sin. I'm a big Bill Haley Comets person. I love that music. I want to find eventually everything in that lineup. These ones here were also 10 cents.
You know, Ethan, you just showed Decca, so you know what's
Two
next
different
in the vocabulary. DRAM.
Don't get my hopes up.
Yeah, that's funny.
I had to take some mood suppressants before I came on.
He's
I didn't want to
to
get myself
He's
hope.
going right to the Bobby Vinton.
Another very, I'm homely, Mr. Homely. No woman will love me or give me a BJ. All right, so listen. One of those labels that I learned about that actually everything I've crossed has been pretty awesome. RC subsidiary Vic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to seek out some of this stuff because there's some very cool doo-wop. And of course, Mickey and Sia were on Vic. Here's one from one of the old timers, whoever's big 50s TV show. How about Fess Parker, the ballad of Davy Crockett on a white label promo? Davy Crockett.
I remember watching that on
We're halfway through the box. Halfway through. For the jazz people, I have Ella Fitzgerald on Earth. Here's another a Canadian press, excuse me, in stereo. Free from Chicago. On a nice, I like this label. I dig this label. I wish I could find more stuff.
I love Free.
The same place that I found
right
this.
now.
Yeah.
Free was awesome. Paul Rogers, Paul Kossoff,
No.
Simon Kerr. How can you go wrong?
Yes. Oh, Free Country. Here at Matter. That's when Paul Rogers decided to sing Hank Williams songs with Paul Kossoff. So the thing is, when I found this, I found some Canadian Johnny Cash on Columbia, this early 60s stuff. And I also found a Paul Anka on Spartan. In nice shape for all that stuff, too. I'm giving those to my son. My son, he's getting
Yeah, I've never seen that orange
ever heard of the Hollywood Stars.
Columbia label.
I like it. Actually, this is like maybe the second time I've ever come across this label.
Yeah, I've never seen
for
that
Canadian
label.
stuff.
I have a couple bird singles on that orange Columbia.
Oh, that would be sweet. I would love to see those. My Only Everly Brothers EP. Only Everly Brothers EP. I wish I had the Annette, I love you, baby.
I love you too, Paul. You're a
No,
good
Davey,
guy.
don't fight him. Don't fight him, Davey. Please don't. That scene was, yeah, that was something else. Don't hit me in the face. Don't do. Elvis is fool. Let's see.
Hello, would you like to take all my stuff?
Help me. This one is not in the books. Certain records. Jesse Lee Turner, late 50s artist, but this is not in anywhere. Discogs doesn't even have that. So I love finding stuff that's like, Discogs. Okay, somebody put up the phones here. Tell me what's one of my favorite Moody Blues songs, Always. I love this. I love this sleeve, and I love the
that's a
song.
great. Oh yeah.
That to me, yes. I was just so glad when that came out because I knew it was strange. I almost knew from the beginning of that song. The first time I heard it, I'm like, oh my god, I think it's. And then I'm like, yes. And I bought the damn
That's
album.
the best thing they've done since
it came out.
the 4-7.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. And the thing is, we lost Tom. Sorry, Tom. I'll throw this again. I'll just keep doing this until we have them full. Doug, I don't know if you saw that Jesse Lee one or not. It's like I said, it just was never put in there before. And then the thing with the Moody's is I remember seeing the video in '83 for, I think it was called Sitting at the Wheel for the Present album. And I'm going, it just didn't hit me real good. I didn't like it for some reason. I'm like, I probably should. I have the Present in like my bookcases. I just never listened to it, I'll admit. And then I'm trying to think.
That's a good too.
Your Wildest Dreams, of course. Everybody dad on the radio.
No, the Voice is the closest thing
Other
they
Side
ever
of
did
Life.
to greatness after like 72.
Yeah. Love that. I think Tim's got this album, at least the album where this on Cameo Parkway, Barrow and from Ohio Express, which, if I remember correctly, there are two cuts on the Ohio Express album that are not the Ohio Express. It is disguised as the Measles with Joe Walsh. Yeah, Joe Walsh is on an Ohio Express album.
That's like the fake zombies starring ZZ Top.
This one here. I was gonna bring that up with Ethan. Actually, after he showed me the RI, what a weird ass story about that. Not only they had, what was it? They had a Michigan ZZ Top, and then they had they had two different states had two different ZZ Tops, right? But the fake zombies from Michigan was two ZZ Top. I'm going, what the hell is this shit? And then there was
I saw them live
too.
I saw them live, and I was skeptical when they followed up Care of Cell 44 with Sharp Dressed Man.
ZZ Top, truthfully, maybe one of the best damn shows I ever saw. But that was in 2009, 2010, maybe. And there was like, okay, I don't do drugs, but I'll tell you this: it would have been a surreal moment if I did, because they had those amps, and they on the amps when they did "Give Me Some Lovin'," Legs, Jesus, Under Pressure, Got Me Under Pressure, all those, right? And it was when, now I lost Doc too.
I was going to
And
say
so they brought the fuzzy guitars, okay, and they swung them at the same damn time as the video that was on the amp. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, you couldn't make this shit up. And like I said, if I was on drugs, I would have been like, far out, man. But at the same time, the video and them, I'm going, that's crazy. My only interaction with them after the show, Billy Gibbons and Dusty Hill, they went straight to the damn bus. They didn't give a shit about anybody. Frank Beard, on the other hand, I had a weird interaction with them, with Frank Beard. He had a pet chihuahua that he brought with him on the road, and he was giving the dog a walk. And there was some grassy parts behind Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville. And so it was me, my two fiance's kids at the time that were there with me, and these other two strangers, right? So, I tried to be nice. I was being polite. And would you believe he ended up being mildly rude to me and gave the other two total strangers some sticks in his back pocket. I'm going, seriously? I'm like, whatever. Let's see. Tim might appreciate this. Original single Pavilion, Oh Happy Day, the Edwin Hawkins singer switch.
Oh, yeah.
This, of course, has a different meaning to it, though, because when George Harrison got interviewed, hey, did you go up and try to swipe? He's so fun. No, actually, I had this song in mind. I was listening to it. We can hear a little bit of it, my sweet Lord. Sounds like to me he took both songs and did little elements. And then let's see here. From 1960, a German Dwayne Eddy, Driving Home on London. I've got about 20 left in this box. 20 left. Let's see. Ponytails and It's Not Born Too Late. I'll keep trying. Roy Orbison. Dream Baby. A handful of Elvis EPs that I can't even read right now. Another one of my favorites. I love both versions, but this one here with Louis I think it's Louis Shelton doing the guitar. But I love how Mike Nesmith in the Monkees video, he's like trying to, and I'm like, yeah. Even I can figure out it wasn't you. A lot of people, of course, know, that I like Sun Records. Eventually, I'd like to find all the singles from 50 to 68. Okay, I'd love to find all of them. Of course, that's an expensive set. But the other one that's kind of neat, there's, of course, two offshoots, Philips International and Judd Records. And so Charlie Rich, of course, that was where he had some of his success for Philips and Groove Records. I've got a Charlie Rich on Groove, too, somewhere. King Floyd on Chimneyville. What a strange label. Oh, seriously, speaking of Charlie Rich, on Groove, they're not in the best of shape, guys, on some of these, I know. Bobby Lee Trammell, I brought him up in my last stream. And the Paulettes, how strange. But it's some really good rockabilly from the mid-'60s, actually. Excuse me. Noble Thin Man Watts on Batten. The Essex on Roulette. Mule Skinner Blues with the Fenderman. Carole King, Nobody's Perfect. This one, if I remember correctly, is 62, 63. This is early. I just saw you, Ed. I saw you, Ed.
Hey, there's Ed.
Glad to see you, Ed.
But I don't know if it's my phone that's causing the disturbance in the audio. So let me know if I'm cutting out.
Slightly. You're slightly cutting out. Just a little.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately.
But I'm glad to see you here. Hey, Ed.
I tried to.
Hey, Ed. Did you today? You got some stuff to show us?
I have a terrible connection. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's my phone. I was going to try and join in and have a little fun, but you know what? I don't want to bring anything down. So let me cut out.
You're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty clear on that.
Do you want to try again?
You're sounding pretty good now, too.
Yeah, you're clear. You're clear.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time hearing everybody else.
It's totally. If I'd be glad to see you.
I mean, Paul was broadcasting from a United Nations refugee camp, so his internet's not the greatest.
Correct.
He's Ecuadorian.
That's right, from Ecuador.
He's still working on that. He's looking for another South
really
American country.
Yeah, guys.
But the rates are so high there.
Costa Rica, possibly.
I'm hearing something to the effect of yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately,
no, that's how we talk.
Let me say hello to everybody. I hope everybody had a great day. And unfortunately, I contribute a little bit better.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Ed.
Well, and I was happy to be here. Unfortunately,
love your show. I try to see it.
I always have this problem, even when I try Rachel's or anybody else's StreamYard. But I'm hoping one day that I'll just be able to clearly get by. But all right, everybody, have a great night.
Remember, kids, go like
nice to see Ed.
Court, an excellent Elvis channel.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Excellent Elvis channel, guys. He was one of my first channels that I hooked up with. Him and Joe and Crate Chunkies was another one that's no longer around. Ethan, I know. I'm sorry. Big letdown. We just finished that box. Oh yeah, Tim's turn for records. Ethan, don't be depressed. I still have 2 more 45 pieces and a bunch of things.
Okay, Paul's been waiting to see this box of records.
That's right.
This is one of the boxes from my mom. I'll tell you about the first of all. Back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, I had an aunt that was a waitress at a restaurant that had the jukebox, one of those where everybody could select the songs from their booths. Well, anyway, whenever they changed records out in the jukebox, my aunt would get them and give them to us, and that's where these came from. So, with that said, I'll start showing you them. The first one is the Falcons, the Teacher, back with Waiting for You.
Nice. Former VJ, if I remember correctly, for Falcons.
Okay. Big Top, those Don't Turn Away From Me, and Let's Make Up. Here's one where I just like the name of it. From Sweet Innocent. Who Tickled the Sphinx?
Beat label.
And back that other side is Teenage World. Okay, Paul, you'll like this one. This is the Jim Timmons Orchestra. Touche Turtle. Flip Side, Dum Dum. Okay, here's one where there's 3 songs on each side. It's on Bravo Records. This side is Ruby Ann, Ballad of Jack Clampett, Sleeper Cab Blues. Flip side is Dover by the River, Don't Let Me Cross Over, and T for Texas.
Hey guys,
Hey, Ed.
any better on the audio?
Yeah,
We can hear you crystal
You
clear.
sounded and looked great.
Okay, all right. Because now I can hear you guys better as well. So hopefully it'll stick this time.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Tim is showing us some good.
Okay, some Johnny Horton. Miss looks like it says Miss Marcy, and flip side is Old Slewfoot. Okay, as mentioned earlier, some Bobby Vinton. Satin with One Woman Night on the flip side.
The Polish Prince.
That's right. Polish Prince. From Pennsylvania.
Tell me why.
Yeah, no.
With remembering on the flip side. Okay. So Bobby Fitton, how about some Paul Anka? Crazy Love. And on the flip side, Let the Bells Keep Ringing. Okay, here's another one with 3 songs on each side. Promenade Records. How do you talk to baby? Hellbilly Heaven. Hello Fool. Back flip side, Big Bag John, Yellow Tree, and Signed, Sealed, and Delivered. Okay, on Encore Records. By the group Straight, Coming Up the Rain, and Save Your Breath. Okay, some Patty Page. Let's see it. That's what I tell them. With Ribbons and Roses on the flip side. Okay, Marty Robbins' Ghost Train with Jimmy Martinez on the flip side. Okay.
I like Marty Robinson's early stuff.
Doing Eddie, Lost Island with Bonnie Came Back on the flip side.
Another one of those 50s rockers that's still alive. Thank God.
Dale Garnett will sing In the Sunshine with a Prism song on the flip side. One of me and Mr. Mayo's favorites, Connie Francis, My Buddy, with In the Summer of Tears, on flip.
I wonder if he's got all the Connie Francis records, at least the American stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Roger Miller, Dang Me, and Got to Again.
Dang me. Dang me, take a rope and hang me.
High from the highest tree.
Dickie Lee, Party Doll.
Radio down here sometimes.
And Lori on the flip side. Okay.
See, that's the fun about small labels.
Rick Benton, Frankie and Johnny, and It's Just a House Without You. Rick Okay, on After Records, Rip Randall, Ring That Thing, and more of the same.
Nice.
Okay. That one's Paula Whitecap on Chess Records. Chuck Berry, No Particular Place to Go, back with Me Too.
No particular place to go.
Okay. Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs. Sugar Shack, back with My Heart is Free. On Echo, Bobby Darin sings. Jailer Bring Me Water on the flip side.
Tim, is this all stuff that you've just recently obtained, or?
No, I got these a few years ago. They were. My mom gave me them. Paul was wanting to see these.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked him to.
No, that's cool. I was just curious if they were. Yeah. Okay.
Some Connie Francis, Looking for Love, and back with My Happiest Moment. Andy Williams, Straight from My Heart. Back with Lips of Wine. Bill Carter, My Heart Sings. Back by When I Hold the Hand of the One I Love. Jay and Jeff, It's Another World on Country and Western Records. And on the other side, of course, I like the name of this one too. Buddy Scott, Played the Bird of Paradise, Fly Up Your Nose.
Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
The Bachelors, Going to Hold You. And flip side, Oh Samuel, Don't Die. Ferlin Husky, Before I Lose My Mind. What good will I ever
Sounds
be?
like one of my songs.
What good will I ever be on the flip side?
And his alias Simon Crumb. What strange records those were.
On Imperial, Fats Domino, Good Hearted Man, flip side.
Excuse me.
Flip side is Let the Four Winds Blow.
Gotta love Fats Imperial stuff. The ABC stuff, too.
The Ravens, Can't Leave You Baby. Back by Hey Little Girl.
Oh, there you go. I think somebody came out of that band, but I can't remember who for the Ravens.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, Chicory. Pride Comes Before a Fall. Flip side.
Not to be confused with the follow-up band French Roast.
Okay, some BJ Thomas on Scepter, Wendy, and on the other side, Mama.
Rest in peace, BJ. Rest in peace.
Yep.
I heard there may be another album coming out between now and 2022. He was working on some stuff. So I bet you that'll come out.
Phillips, the Serendipity Singers, Don't Let the Rain Come Down, and Freedom Stay. Some of these start to read the label anymore.
Yeah, some of them are. How serendipitous of them.
Okay, Buck Owens, I've Got a Tiger by the Tail. and Crying Time.
I'd like to find some of those Buck Owens on Pep records. I know Doug's got one or two of those, but the Pep stuff's supposed to be a little more rockabilly-ish, and I probably would dig those more than anything else. I'm a sucker for good rockabilly.
Okay, Red Soul Line, Kiss on the Keys, and Giddy Up Go on the flip side.
If it's one thing that I buy old records, Max Stevens has brought up, is there's some very good killer Starday material, or some of the, what do they call it, Starday custom presses to look out for, with some really good 50s, 60s stuff.
Okay, the Sandpipers with Mitch Miller and his orchestra. This is Paper Family.
That's right, kids. Sing along with Mitch.
Flip side, Paper Doll.
How many more you got there, my friend?
I'm getting down towards the end. Okay, some Elvis.
Okay. Just curious.
All right, now we're talking.
This is I'm Yours. I'm Yours flip side is It's a Long Lonely Highway. Okay, that's the duplicate there. Okay, Jody Miller, Queen of the House, with Greatest Actor on the flip side. Marty Robbins, Teenager's Dad, on the flip side is Cigarettes and Coffee Blues.
I want to say I think the first one or two albums for Marty Robbins are more rockabilly. I want to grab those. I'm trying to think. Devil Doll, does that sound right? I think Devil Doll is rockabilly, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
And I wouldn't mind finding that.
Okay, Bobby Wright. It's Fly Home Away from Home. And flip side is Upstairs in the Bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny Tillotson. Talk Back.
You got a plethora of stuff.
Lies, and flip side Another You.
Ouch.
On Apt, Sam Early, Do You Love Me? And on the flip side is You're the Greatest of Them All.
No relation to Whitney.
Burl Ives. Funny Way of Laughing. And Other Wouldn't Do That.
Anytime I think of Burl Ives, it's always, have a holly jolly Christmas.
Ian and Sylvia. You Were on My Mind on both sides. It's DJ copy. Billy Vaughn.
Didn't know that, Tim Allen.
Indian Love Call. Back with Swingin' Safari.
Tim, where's the Elvis Sun records, man?
Oh, shit.
My aunt couldn't get hold of those, I don't think.
Damn it.
I had one in 40 years of collecting. One. And it was a 78 of The Last Son. Elvis did.
Okay, Paul. The Rascals. The Rascals with People Got to Be Free. Backed by My World.
Nice. What you say, Ed?
I said that's one more than I ever had.
Well, no, I had to sell it to pay for bills. I was in the middle of a divorce, and I didn't want to let it go. I found that Son and the first couple RCA Elvis 78s. I am not kidding you. I ended up selling that for, I think I was trying to be fair. I sold it, I think, for around $500 to this Elvis fan. She was like mega huge Elvis fan.
Right.
Okay, Cy Zentner, or Zentner, the Hollywood Twist, backed by Nice and Easy.
Tim Allen, I believe it. I need them all. I need all 5.
Rick Nelson, For You.
Oh, there you go.
Back with That's All She Wrote.
That's funny, Tim, because after you're done showing records, but before Ed shows his, Ed's probably going to know this fact, but I'm going to throw something out for fact when you're done, real quick.
Okay, Leslie Gore, Sunshine, Lollipops, and Raindrops.
Oh, dear Lord.
Backed by You've Come Back. Okay, some more Johnny Tillotson. This is
When it comes to Leslie Gore,
Please
I
Don't
can only
Go
think
Away.
of that Batman appearance as one of Catwoman's cronies.
Backed by Rory Cry. Okay, Paul Johnson, Moonlight Magic. Backed with Our Concerto.
Well, there you
And I
go.
have-
Guidance an interesting label out of Philly.
I have a duplicate of that one. Now here's one that a lot of you will like. Jen and Dean, Ride the Wild Surf.
There you go. Love some good Jan and Dean.
And the flip side is that Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga Sewing Circle Book Review and Timing Association.
That's right, kids. Say that 5 times fast if you're drunk. See how far you get.
Just try saying it 5 times when you're
That's
not
right,
drunk.
Tim Allen. Yeah.
Okay, Johnny and the Hurricane, Sandstorm. And
Okay.
the Pete McFly. And last but not least, some more Elvis.
Yay.
All right.
Return
Elvis.
to Sender.
Okay.
Return
Back
to sender.
with Where Do You Come From?
That's right.
That's
Nice. Thank you, Tim, for showing all of those. The little fact that I'm going to drop before Ed shows his goodies, that didn't sound right, but I know where I'm going on this, is Monday I am getting a package, and Ed probably knows all about this, but I'll tell everybody else. James Burton, of course. James Burton. I know Ed's going to know Jay Burton. Got his start with Ricky Nelson, then, of course, landed with Elvis for all those years. And excellent. Him, especially during that's the way it is movie from 70. He's profiled through most of that. But finally, he signed 8x10s for sale through his jamesburton.org site. $10 each. There are many different poses. There's some Ricky Nelson and him. There's some Elvis. I got a nice live shot of Elvis and him on stage. So they're $10 each. The shipping, unfortunately, was $15 for 2 8x10s, but I don't give a shit. They're personalized, and if I remember correctly, some of that money goes to charity. So jamesburton.org, if you want a awesome guitarist who has great connections, not just with Ricky and Elvis, but he played on a shit ton of records since the 50s, and he's still going today, which is nice. Okay, Ed, it's your turn, Ed.
It was amazing when I went to Graceland. I got to see the exhibit where his Paisley guitar was actually on display there. I took many pictures of that. But James Burton, nice, definitely one of a kind. And my parents met him, of course, a few times as well. And maybe next time I go over there, maybe I'll scoff those pictures, because not only do they have the pictures, but then when they met him again, they had him sign it. So, we got stuff like that as well. But actually, Paul, before I even
Sweet.
show anything, I'm going to hold this up because I'm not sure if you did a video on it or not, but I know that you're a huge fan like I am. And I love.
I'm
love
seeing
this
them
album.
on the 4th of July.
There we go.
And
I do not have that, Ed. There is nobody here in this damn area that has it, and I gotta online it, and I'm pissed that I gotta online it, but I have heard many tracks off that record. Damn it, is that thing good. I mean, but Cheap Trick, they rarely disappoint. It is an awesome slice.
That's what I'm saying. They've been around so long, and every album, I think there's maybe 2 that I can count that I don't play, and I believe that they would be Busted, and I think that's really the only one I don't play is Busted.
The Doctor. The Doctor.
Yeah, the Doctor is yeah.
I'm a huge
But
fan
still,
of the Doctor.
it's got amazing tracks on it. It's just the production, I think, that like fucks it up.
It's overproduced, like Standing on the Edge was, but I love both of those albums. So
what's going to be interesting this 4th of July? I'll be seeing them live. This will be the first concert I'll be going to where marijuana is legal.
There you go.
Cheap Trick has never released a quote unquote bad album.
No, they really have.
Like an album that was bad all the way through.
No,
right. Especially all the way through. You're right.
But even after, like I said, Busted. In my opinion, I feel Busted is their weakest album. But even going forward after that, Woke Up with the Monster, solid album.
Woke Up with the Monster.
I love that damn album.
Amazing.
Self-titled LP from, I think it was 99 on Red Ant label. Oh my God, solid album.
Yes.
The special one, solid album. Just phenomenal song.
Yes.
Couple of
even like, no matter how you feel about Busted, opening up with Black and Blue.
Yeah.
Great track.
Yeah.
Great track.
Again, I mean, I don't despise the whole album, but I'm just saying as a whole, that's just one that I do not gravitate.
Well, they were trying to do a carbon copy of Lap of Luxury, I think.
Yeah. And I like some of Lap of
Well,
Luxury.
I also heard.
No, I was going to say my
weird rumor.
Cheap Trick song happens to be their most popular one, which is The Flame, and I hate that.
Well, they hate
it too.
Well, yeah, that wasn't really a Cheap Trick song anyway. That was a Diane Warren song.
Right.
For a good while, they wouldn't perform that in concert, but the last time I saw them in concert, they did it.
Yeah. It's still to this day. If I go and see them and they perform it, that's usually when I leave and go to the bathroom or smoke or something.
There you go. Got to have a bathroom tune.
Yes, sir.
No, but I think Woke Up with the Monster and the Red Ant album they put out were a great return to form.
Rockford is a great album.
Rockford.
The latest was phenomenal. And even the 2 prior to this one, Big Bam Zoom Crazy, whatever it was called.
Yep.
Excuse me. That one had a lot of good stuff on it. And I would say the one before this is probably, out of all the newer ones, is the least that I've listened to. So, but
hi, Tim.
I love
Tim's the Terminator now.
Yeah. Oh, Tim, what's up, Tim?
I had to meet Ed.
It's good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Ed.
But no, I mean, like even in the mid '80s, when John Brandt was in the band, and they were putting stuff like Up the Creek.
I
don't know why they ignored that as like part of their canon, really.
Rick Nielsen hates Up the Creek. I can tell you a story. I went to see them at Westbury. I want to say it was 90.
That was the good movie.
I want to say it was around 93, and I was with a group of people, and one of the people I personally didn't know, but he kept yelling out, And we were close too. Westbury Music Fair. If you're not familiar with Westbury Music Fair, it was called Theater and Around. It's a round stage and it rotated. And either they would cut the audience in half, and there would be no rotation of the stage, or it would be all in around, and the stage would rotate as the band played. And this particular night, it was half round, and we were literally like maybe 10 feet away from the band, and this guy kept yelling out, "Up the creek, up the creek!" And then finally Rick said,
Oh my God.
"Oh, for Christ's sakes, I fucking hate that song, and I'm sorry I wrote it." And then he went on and did something else. Apparently they have.
I know.
I
know, but
back in the
look
day,
at look at "Standing on the Edge." "Tonight It's You" is an amazing pop single.
Oh, I love that song.
Amazing.
On the Edge. They actually played it. My friend Adam took me to see them at the iHeart Radio show for Big Bang's Zoom Hello when that was being released, and they fucking played "Standing on the Edge." I could not believe it. And great song.
Yeah, "Tonight It's You." Great bass line too from John Brandt. Like, great bass line.
"Tonight It's You," "She's Tight." That whole album, "One on One," another favorite of mine. "Next Position Please" was a good album as well.
Oh, you know what? You can't go wrong with Todd Rundgren producing you. You know?
No, absolutely
right.
Not. Absolutely not. But again, just going back to the Doctor and "Standing on the Edge," I agree with you on the Doctor being what considered to be their worst album. But I feel that people feel that way is because of just how overproduced it was. But I think there's good material on it, and that's that.
Oh yeah, it's Only Love was a great single.
Yeah, absolutely, good stuff. All right, so my record trick. My record.
Pride of Rockford.
Rockford is great.
Yay!
Oh yeah,
Chicagoland.
Love it.
I
wish they
live in
released
the
on
Rockford area.
LP. And I'll tell you, and when the latest was released, I saw it in the record store on LP. I passed it. And I kicked myself in the ass today for not getting that on LP. Because now can you not find it?
I should have too. And it was on 8-track.
Well, I don't care about the 8-track, but the vinyl I would have played.
I know, but I think it's funny that they put it on 8-track.
Well, it was a commodity, at the time to do.
What,
that.
You think Ed likes 8-track? What is he, like, stuck in the 70s? He likes Elvis or something? Come on.
Right? Come on. But I wasn't even actually going to go to Record Store Day today because there was nothing on the list I was interested in that I saw. Of course, there was no Elvis. So I'm like, why am I going to bother? But my buddy Adam, I said, you know what? I'm not exactly sure. I've been up since 2 a.m. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do, if I was going to go. So I called Mayo this morning and I'm like, hey, are you going to work today? Are you online? Because I figured if he was online, then I would go and hang out and whatever. But he's like, no, I got to go to work today. So I was like, all right, man, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. And then I talked to my buddy Adam, but he lives in Florida. And I said, I may go to Record Store Day. I'm on the fence. And I said, but if I do, because I remember there was something he was looking for. So if I go, and I see it, what were you looking for? And he's like, oh, Tears for Fears, live at whatever. So I'm like, all right, dude, if I see it, I'll get it for you. So I went to Infinity, waited in line for about maybe 20 minutes, was talking with people, having a good time. Get inside, I start thumbing through with whatever they had left at that point. And of course, no Tears for Fears for my buddy Adam. So I'm thumbing through, and dude, I don't ask me why. I have no idea, but I saw this, and I saw that there was only one, and I'm like, all right, I am not a Prince fan, but I know my boy Johnny. I don't know if he's familiar with Prince Elvis Jackson. I know he's a huge Prince fan, so I was like, well, it's only one. I had no idea how many were printed. If it was limited, whatever. So I said, you know what? Let me pick it up. And if he needs it, then, I'll send it to him. So I saw that. Then I'm thumbing through and I find this Striper. Now, Striper.
What the hell?
Striper is a band I have not listened to. I would say probably like 30
Wait a minute. Wow.
All right. But
you and everybody else.
Right, exactly. Record Store Day exclusive. It was limited to 1,200 or something to that effect. Colored vinyl.
Huh.
All right. What the hell? Let me pick it up. And now here's the funny thing. So I have both of these. I pull them to the side and I look through everything else. I don't see anything else that I would be remotely interested in. So I go to the back of the store. I put them down. I'm taking pictures to show my buddy Adam. So, but the funny thing was, as I do that, the owner comes by. He's like, "You got the striper?" And I thought he was surprised, meaning that, like, wow, I wouldn't see you was buying striper. But that's not what he meant. What he meant was I only got one, and I can't believe it lasted this long. So I was like, oh, all right. So I guess it was meant to be. So I text my buddy, and I tell him, I'm like, look, I got this, and I got this, and I'm like, what do you think? And immediately he sends me a text back, and I can't show it because I'm on the phone. But the text back showed me 3 sold auctions from each of these. The striper was like $100, $110, $105. And they were sold today. So it wasn't like they were sold a month ago or whatever. Damn. And then even the same thing with the prints. So I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. So I'm like,
it's all those flippers
anyway, but I'm not buying them to resell them. But I just found that to be like,
right.
Oh my God, that's unbelievable. But long story short, I got in touch with Johnny, and Johnny unfortunately already has one. So I may wind up maybe using this as a trade or something down the line, because I have no use for this. But this one I'll probably definitely check out. And then, but here's the other thing. So then I call Looney Tunes, which is another record store around me in Babylon. And the new Mammoth LP came out, the Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie Van Halen's son.
Oh, and yeah.
I've heard quite a few songs.
Oh, that finally came out?
Yeah, it's out. And I've heard quite a few songs, and I was really, really impressed. Kid plays his, every instrument on the album. He sings. The genes are there. This kid is totally got, what his father had. But the thing that I liked about it also is it's unique from what his dad did. It's his own thing. So I called them and I'm like, hey, do you have the album? And they're like, yes, we do. So I said, all right, great. Please hold it for me. I'll be there, in about a half hour, and I'll pick it up. So that's this. But here's the kicker.
Nice.
So I get there and I pick the album, and I'm looking at all their Record Store Day selections. And what do I find? What my buddy was initially looking for in Florida, the Tears for Fears. So,
Sweet.
I was like, all right, let me get that. I text him. I got him a picture. He was so freaking happy. So I got a couple of things I got to mail out. But, yeah, so if you guys know anybody interested in that Prince and they're looking to possibly trade or something, I'm open.
So,
Possibly,
Ed, are you going to buy that?
Possibly.
Are you going to buy the 50th anniversary remix, the 5 LP remix of Elvis Having Fun on Stage?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I ordered 7. Listen, I ordered 7 copies, so this way I have a brand new one to listen to for every day of the week.
He even ordered the $1,000 crate version.
Oh yeah, but you know what? At least the $1,000 crate version, it includes Elvis's last movement, so we're good.
Oh.
What, you just got that too
That
soon?
sounds like it should be on a P.U. Pinchloff record.
Yeah, is it too soon?
Guys, you gotta have a sense of humor. Life don't last forever. We're all born to die. The minute you're born, you start dying. It's what you do in between. I prefer to fucking laugh. I'm done with being, pissed off about shit.
Words of wisdom.
Shit. What's that?
You're right.
Look,
friend. I said words of wisdom. You're right, my friend.
Okay, I may be right, but it doesn't always work. I am what they call human, and I am what they call imperfect. Doesn't always work the way I would like it to. Sometimes I do get angry at stupid shit, but then I think about it and I'm like, what am I bothering for? I choose to not be offended by stupid shit or stupid people. If people want to choose to be offended by stupid shit, that's their choice and not my problem.
You know what? If you
Right.
can't laugh at yourself, you're already dead.
Well,
So,
that,
you know.
I laugh at
That's
myself
right.
all the fucking time. Every fucking day I laugh at myself. And yeah, that's just how I do things. You know, listen, guys, I'm extremely self-aware. I do my videos, and believe me, when I tell you, dude, I look at my subscriptions, I'm like, I have fucking 3,000 people fucking subscribe to me. I'm like, what the?
Yep.
I'm so self-aware that why? Why? I talk about a guy who's been dead for fucking almost 50 years at this point. You know, all right, so all right, great. I have stories about my parents. They met Elvis. They, you know, did all these things. Yeah, to me, I think it's cool and interesting, but at the same time, you know, I'm self-aware that I'm a kid of two people who I just happen to be very grateful in the fact that I was born to these people and was able to have these experiences. You know, could have been any other, you know, way in life or person or experience or whatever. It's you know, I don't know, but for people to be, you know, like, oh my God, when's your next video? I can't believe you haven't posted. It's like, dude, I do this during my free time. I'm sorry,
Well,
I have a job, I have a family, I have a life. You know, when the pandemic happened, I had a lot more fucking free time to get on. But, you know, now shit's opening up and things are being, you know, and I'm not posting as much and people get pissed. And I'm like, come on, be self-aware. Why the fuck do you really care what I have to say? Come on.
Because
But
it's
you gotta
entertaining
think,
and
you
we
know,
enjoy it.
Yeah. You got to
got a
think you have
kick-ass
3,000
channel,
people
Ed.
that care about your opinion, you know?
I get it, but at the same time,
Yep.
it's like, well, you know, no, I lost my train of thought. What did I want to say? It'll come to me, but
sorry.
No, not your fault.
Ed, how many years have you been doing the show?
YouTube, I think I made my first video, I want to say it was about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I still would say you're probably one of the first channels that I truly sub to. You and Mayo and Crate Chunkies, and there was a handful of others. And I tripped on, I can't even remember what video it was I tripped on. And I'm like, holy shit, because I'm a big Elvis fan too, but I'm like, the stories you tell are just fascinating. They really are. And the reviews, you know, this is why I watch your channel. And you have 3,000 plus people that watch your channel.
Well, again, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm being ungrateful, but what I mean by, you know, saying that I'm self-aware is I'm just, you know, I'm some just fucking jerk talking about a guy who's been dead for X amount of years, you know, and you enjoy that, that's great. But at the same time, again, I guess what I'm just trying to say is the entertainment. Oh, okay, no, I know what I wanted to say. You said it's for the entertainment. All right, but my response is, what do you want for nothing?
There you go. There you go.
You're keeping the legacy
You got 3,000
alive.
people that want to know your opinion for nothing.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
See, there you go.
I guess.
You're keeping that legacy alive for the man.
Yeah.
And he's still in 2021. He still matters.
Yeah. No, thank God. Thank God. You know, also I got shit that's worthless now on my wall.
Yep.
I like to think that hopefully it'll be priceless that I can pay. Listen,
Ed says either this all matters or I'm in big trouble.
Exactly. You know, either I got some nice shit to pass down to my kids, or, you know, God forbid I'm going to drop dead one day and my kids are going to look at these scarves and go, yeah, they're in the dumpster.
The kids will have one hell of a yard sale if they don't know what this is.
Let's hope not, shall we?
You know, let's be giving away a sweat stained Elvis scarf for $5. You know, as I fucking spin in my grave, going, "What the fuck did I tell you guys?" Oh,
No,
the ghost of Ed will come back to the yard sale and kick their ass.
Elvis was the first thing I got into in 1976.
Well, I used to always like watching the Elvis movies on
Really,
TV back in
Kevin?
the 60s.
Yeah. I had Elvis posters all over the place.
Same year, Kevin, 76. That was when I started heavily.
I was 6
Beatles
years old.
79,
Yeah,
Elvis 76.
and I know the first thing that got me into Elvis. My mom played the Elvis Christmas album, and she put on Santa Claus is Back in Town, and it was like Christmas, ding ding, Christmas. And then when the band kicked in, ba 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 ba, well, it's Christmas. I'm like, this is the heaviest shit I've ever heard.
That is one of the greatest Christmas songs ever.
Yeah, like that just hit me. I'm like,
I
oh my God,
apologize.
music
I'm
can be
hearing
this heavy?
some background noise. Are you guys hearing it too?
Yes, that is.
Yes,
me.
I'm hearing it.
This is where I have to take my cue again and cut off so that you guys don't have to.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure.
No, don't be. Again, I'm surprised it took this long before it actually started. All right, guys, but I had fun.
All right, nice to meet you, Ed.
I'm glad you
Nice meeting you, Ed.
You too, guys.
Ed,
Take
thank
care.
you.
All right, man. Stay
Thank
safe.
you, Ed, for dropping by.
Anytime, man.
Take care.
Hey, Tim, I like that the swag you got today.
The witch?
The swag.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, the crate. Yeah, the wooden crate.
Tim, you got
the crate? Yeah.
You got some.
It's funny because Richard just paid $30 for one. And I get one tossed to
Hey,
me.
Tim,
Here,
you got
take
some
this.
Well, that's Richard. You know, he doesn't know how to negotiate. It's all about commerce, and he doesn't believe in that. So
Yeah. Well, I spent way too much money to get it. And when I first came out, you guys were talking about the Cheap Trick album. My store had like 10 copies of it. I wanted it really bad, but I already spent too much. I'm like, they'll be there. So I had a few things I let go today because he had at least 10 copies of the Petty album. So I let that go for now. He had a bunch of copies of Prince and the Tears for Fears. My guy usually doesn't get much. He got a lot. So I was pretty happy. But the best thing was the electric sitar album I found at the thrift store. Was
I was gonna say your best find was the thrift store find.
Yeah, that was cool. I was
Nothing
like, what the hell is this? And I got a comment on my video from Jenny, B-Sides. She's like, how did you know I just ordered that this week from Discogs?
Oh, man.
Wow, you know? Yeah.
You never know.
So, Tim Thrifty, since you're on here, I before I forget to tell you, well, I'll tell everybody else out in the studio audience here about this if you want to look into this. If you are a lover of 70s Heart, okay, so the lineup of the 70s of Heart, there is a band that is called Heart by Heart, which has, I cannot remember if it's either 2 or 3 original members. In other words, everybody but the Wilson sisters are going out and doing a tour. And believe it or not, they are coming into Tim's neck of woods over in Delavan, Wisconsin at the Belfry Theater. Now, the Belfry Theater, I know you guys aren't going to know what I'm talking about. Tim probably would, because when you probably go to Goodwill, Tim, in Delavan, you probably go. The Belfry Theater is a very small theater. I mean, I don't even know if this thing can hold more than 100 people. And yet they're showing up for 2 nights in Delavan, Wisconsin to perform. The last concert that they had there is Paul Revere's Raiders performed at the Belfry before the COVID spiel happened. And I'm just sitting there going, what? So, Heart by Heart, they are touring at least in a handful of states. So go check out their website. And then, Tim, this is also going to be specifically for your area. You know where Mary's Place is, right? The bar in Rockford? I think it's Rockford or Loves Park.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where Mary's Place is.
Okay. Bunny Carlos has announced that the Monday night band, because believe it or not, this is what Bunny does now. He pretty much lives in the area still, and on 1 to 2 Monday nights a month, he would go to this bar, Mary's Place, and he would perform with his band. Usually it's like a loose jam band or shit. Once in a while, speaking of John Brandt, because he lives near him, I'm told, John Brandt would come and they would jam. So you'd have half of the 80s trick, along with whoever the hell else wanted to come in. So yeah, he announced that he's returning. I want to say it is the last Monday in June. That'll be his first show back in a year and a half. And then what I didn't tell you, Tim, because I didn't get a chance to get out there, and I'll share the information offline with you, but I sort of have a contact, John Brandt. He owns a business in the area. So I'm hoping maybe to torture him. Hell, I'd like to get him on for an interview. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't you guys love to see that?
So Tim Allen, I see you bypassed the Creation album.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't think it was worth it.
He only had one. I'll come straight. I spent over $200, and that was
ouch
past my limit. Yeah, so that's why
I mean, as far as an album of stereo remixes, I expected more, like less instrumentals and more like
There was
tracks,
only a couple of instrumentals. I think there was only 2 or 3. 3, I think. But I would have gotten it. I would have gotten the Patty, and there was something else. But I found from Black Friday Record Store Day the Bangles album and the Fountains of Wayne album, and I'm like, I gotta get those.
I saw you got those.
I gotta get those.
Holy crap!
And they were the 2 most expensive albums, and they weren't priced higher because they were old stock. In fact, they were 10% off. But I noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, I thought prices actually went down for this Record Store Day as opposed to the last couple. Things seem to be more reasonable.
I hope so.
Everything I bought was.
See, I feel stupid. I didn't know that Trick and Mammoth put out stuff for the day, and I'm like, I said maybe my want is a couple more. I'd love the Who, that Cheap Trick, and the Mammoth one. I think that's and then I have a friend of mine that probably would want the Prince. I'll figure that out as we go along. She's a huge Prince fan. Prince and Frank Zappa. That's her too.
Paul, have you checked out Culture Shock's online store yet? Nite? To see what they have from leftover?
No, I haven't had a chance to. I was working all day today, but like I said, that's why I messaged you that, yes, I got the article you showed me about. Culture Shock Records, by the way, is a store that is in Rockford, Illinois, that finally has got an online store, which is really, really nice, because when I briefly interviewed them on my Instagram, they didn't have one at the time. So really nice.
See, I think the 3 Missing Links albums are what I want. Which aren't coming out till next month.
Right.
And these people that say they're not buying Missing Links 1 because it came out on vinyl. Like, this vinyl has like 4 extra tracks.
Yeah, no, I want them all. I'm hoping because it's delayed, maybe they'll up the quantity a little bit.
But see, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, Missing Links 2 and 3, the running times on those are pretty long.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't fit on one vinyl. I don't know. Like, cause a couple of like Missing Links 3 was like 50 some plus minutes,
Yeah, they might be doubles.
No, they're not doubles. They're all
not?
singles. No, they're all singles.
Hmm.
The weird thing, have you ever checked the price of Missing Links 1? Tried to get one on CD? CD's
Oh,
like
yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
The vinyl
I
you
That's
can
remember
get.
buying.
The vinyl you can get on that one. CD
I remember
you
buying
can't.
Missing Links 1 back in 87 or 88, and there was 12 tracks, and then like the CD had 16 tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
And that one
I've
I
never
can
been
see,
able
like,
to-
but I mean, like, it's a little bit much to squeeze all that music in. Like I mean, Missing Links Volume 3, like 24 tracks on one album.
Well, 16 tracks isn't that bad. You can do 16, especially 60s tracks.
But I mean, like
over
Missing
that,
Links
you're
Missing
pushing
Links 3 had like 24 tracks.
it. Yeah. Yeah, so I've never had Missing Links 1 on CD. I've never found a copy that was reasonably priced.
Trying to think.
Yeah,
I think
I was going to say back in 87, 88, that's when I was stationed in Germany. That would have cut too much into
I
my
remember buying Missing Links 1 because it came out the same day as Live 67. And I bought them both on vinyl.
That had more tracks on CD too, which
Yeah.
it now does on vinyl.
Yeah. I don't think I got any of them brand.
I still haven't
Yes,
sent
sir.
your album.
Tim, whenever. I'm just grateful that you're doing it. Whenever. I'm in no hurry. Life is life,
Beans,
man. I
Beans
get it.
knows this story. I got a flat tire on Thursday, and Friday was a mail day when it was going to go out, and I had to walk to the post office, and I wasn't carrying anything extra.
Yeah, I still haven't chipped. I still haven't chipped Paul's Monkeys Volume 2 DVD set because there's 2 discs I can't find. I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, did I put them in Volume 1? Like, so I'm looking all over the place.
My
man.
friend does that. My friend Scott does that once in a while.
Yeah, I blame my third
It's all good.
ex-wife. She liked the Monkeys.
there you go. Blame her. So I got to tell you, I was okay. So I'm not going to go too public with these stories, but I might as well. So I have a chance to get a original UK mono Beatles White album that's numbered with all the parts. But I talked to the gentleman, I'm not going to mention names, and he is very agreeable. And I have heard his previous dealings are well. So I would say by the end of summer, I will have that in my Beatle collection. The UK stuff, the only 2 things, I mean, I love the Parlophone stuff, but a UK numbered White album and the original UK Let It Be box set. Those are the 2 things I want. And he's looking for the Let It Be box set for me, which would be really, really sweet. With the 60-page book and everything else.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. The other thing is monkey related, and this one hurt. There was in one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook, a acetate popped up last week. A one-sided 1969 acetate. Label, RCA labels, beautiful. One side. Thing looked beautiful. I'm not going to mention the price. It wasn't too ridiculous, but still, I was like, I was going to be one of those people that tried to pull the trigger by making an offer on this guy. The auction was supposed to end in like a couple days. After 2 days up, the ad disappeared. And I'm like, damn it. And it came from a insider, a Monkeys insider. That's all I'm going to say about it. But I'm like, that would have been, feather in my cap, was just to say, hey, I got a unique mono 69 acetate from a song off an album. Would have been sweet, but oh well. Obviously, it wasn't meant for me. So,
Well, You might be thankful, because if it got pulled and it had bids, then something happened. Like eBay pulled it.
Yeah, I don't
eBay
want to
got
mention
a claim or
Right.
something. You know, because once something has a bid, you can't pull it. You can,
Yeah, see,
but you
that's
won't
the
be on
thing.
eBay anymore.
Right. And then, like I said, the person that this came from was a friend of one of the band, and he actually was in one or two of the episodes of the TV show from back then. So I was like, damn. I I don't even remember if he's alive or dead, actually, this guy. But still, I was just like, shit. That would have been. I mean, it wouldn't have broke the bank. I mean, you know, but still, it just would have been nice as all. You know, like whoever the hell. Let's just say your favorite band is whatever. Okay, fill in the blank for whoever there in the peanut gallery, and you came across a song from that, you know, oh shit, because Doug has got a few test pressings. I think I may have one or two test pressings, but I've never had an acetate.
We've got a few 45s and at least half a dozen albums test pressings.
It's cool stuff, though. It feels like you're like you're an insider. That you're like, hey, you know, you feel a little sneaky sometimes. That's the feeling I get. It's like, oh, look at this shit. When I was starting out in record collecting, okay, I know people are gonna laugh, but like that first year or two of record collecting, and you get those stamped promotional use, and it's not for sale by ass. I said I found this at a garage sale. I found this at a flea market, and I felt like, is the government gonna get me? See, that's what I thought. Like about the first year, I'm like, hey, we got all this damn promos in there. They're not yours. And then, but for like the first year or two, I'm like, I felt sneaky, like I was getting away with some shit. And I'm like, you know, only after the fact, it's like, shit, they always funnel them down.
Well, when I started,
who didn't like getting a gold labeled promo or a gold stamp promo or a white label promo back in the 70s or 80s? You know,
and back then they were usually cheaper.
When I started,
people didn't want them.
Right.
When I started record collecting was
nobody wanted anything back
radio
then. You know?
stations gave away free records. Because they were given so many records from
I'll show you guys some.
The stations that get records from the record companies to give them away to listeners.
That's the fun.
Of course, that was back in the 70s.
That's the fun.
See, I like when Tim Allen gets out of his chair, because that means he's going to show something good. You know.
Yeah, ain't that right?
Laugh.
Hang on.
This is one of my prized
possessions. I'm going to jump the gun here. Working on it. Yeah, I'm getting you big.
This is a test pressing.
I said big.
By the number, I can tell it's Warner Brothers.
And this is Sean Cassidy's Wasp album. I have actually never seen a legitimate copy in my life.
Dude, who even has stock copies of that?
And honest to God, this is one of my 5 prized possessions. Sean Cassidy's Wasp, and it even has this original sheet that tells you what's on it, and it's from the label and blah blah blah. And at the time, this was like, I got this for like $10 on eBay. This was actually the very first thing I ever bought on eBay.
Paul, wasn't that the album that you were saying you were wanting to find?
What was that?
I thought Paul had said that it was his last, Sean Cassidy's last album that he was trying to find because of a certain song or two on there.
Tim, if what I think you're talking about, it was that album that Tim Allen's showing here. Except I found a commercial copy, excuse me, it was a cutout of Wasp. I got it for $2.
It would be.
I don't have it anymore, but I played.
I've never seen one.
because The only reason why I got it is because of the Todd Rundgren Utopia connection. I wanted to hear
this is a missing Todd Rundgren album. You don't buy this because it's a Sean Cassidy album. This is like a missing Todd Rundgren album.
Why would
His
you?
vocals
Like,
all
why
over
would
it.
you?
It's Utopia.
The musicianship was good. Sean sucked ass on that album. I'm like, it's hard to listen through because I'm like, if I
like
could
his
just
version of
take away
Rebel
Sean's
Rebel.
voice.
I
Yeah.
like Rebel
Oh,
So
God.
Sad About Us. I love So Sad About Us. And his version of Once Bitten, Twice Shy, I think, is okay. But yeah, that's the first thing I ever bought on eBay, and I was like, I have to buy this.
That would
I
be
have to own this.
interesting.
So Sad About Us. He did So Sad About Us on that album.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's all covers, and it's all like cool
so he
rock and roll
massacred the
covers.
Who. So he massacred the Who and Mott the Hoople in one fell swoop.
Yeah. No, it's not though. I know I defend this album because it's Utopia. And on some of it, especially So Sad About Us, you can hardly hear him singing because Rundgren is singing right along with him. And
if we're going
I
to
love
talk
that
about
album.
Rundgren,
I really do.
Here's
For what
an
it
album
is.
that I love.
What's our
I'm a Tubes fan. Remote Control. That whole damn album. That whole damn thing. TV is King is my favorite damn song from that album. And you can hear it through every damn track on that album. Todd's hands are over everything. But I'm like, TV is King. Why is not a band in the 2020s attempted to cover that damn song? Because it still holds true. It's relevant. I mean, just that whole album. I love Todd's work with other bands.
Yeah.
I like Todd's work. We talked about Cheap Trick for 2 seconds. The next position, please.
Yeah.
Grand Funk with the one album there. Badfinger, okay, which is another one of my favorite damn bands. And of course, his 70s solo work.
My favorite album of the 80s, period, is XTC Skylarking, produced by Todd Rundgren. That is my absolute favorite album in the 80s.
Dear God, I mean, he
That's
produced
my
that.
absolute favorite album of the 80s.
I don't have any XTC.
It's amazing.
And of course,
And
Todd
it's-
worked with Meatloaf also.
I think Todd Rundgren's only step really was Bat Out of Hell because I cannot stand that Meatloaf album. Cannot stand that album.
See, I like that album.
Yeah,
I do. I've always have.
How could he go from
like that.
Badfinger straight up to Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell in 7 years? That's insane.
You add Jim Steinman to the mix. That's how
Well, thank God he's dead. So,
If I have anything that is a guilty pleasure, if I have anything that is a guilty pleasure, it's Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell. I know you're not supposed to have guilty pleasures, but I would admit liking ABBA way before I would admit liking Bat Out of Hell. But I do.
But that's two different things. ABBA and Bat Out of Hell. That's like I could see Jim Diamond
no, I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Produce like ABBA the
Target.
album, but no,
I bought the Target reissue on fire-colored vinyl. I'll admit that.
With me, I always liked Jim Steinman's songwriting.
I did too,
he's not
but
a bad songwriter. Like I don't
just
disagree with that
over
at
the
all.
top,
But
and it has to be.
it's just
The way
like
he writes songs,
his
it has to be over the top.
Meatloaf's
It has to
delivery,
be
like the way it was
what it is.
presented, was just ridiculous.
You can't. Well, it has to be though.
Right.
You couldn't get away with those songs doing them like mellow or any other way. Really, it has to be over the top.
I mean, if you want to hear that melodramatic type rock thing, listen to "Love Lies Bleeding" off of "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." There you go. That's all you need.
But of course, I like Jim Steinman's solo album, "Bad for Good."
I was going to say there's a
that's
couple
all
good
I
tracks
got,
on that album. Yes.
The best song on that one just came inside as a single. It wasn't actually on the album.
Yeah, it was on the EP. I have a couple copies of the album that I got later on. I had bought the album when it first came out, but after I went into the Air Force, that's one of the albums that disappeared. I'd like to find that EP again.
What is Shoot gonna do?
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through wasn't on the album. It just came inside as an EP, which is the best song on the album.
well, I like.
I was going to say, didn't they do that for Bat Out of Hell?
Oh, man. No.
I like the song.
XTC originally left Dear God off Skylarking, too.
I like the song Bad for Good off that album, too.
No, if you're talking great Rundgren, like I'll go like the first Nas album through like a Wizard, a True Star in '73.
I love Nas. I only got the first one.
Yeah.
I got the first one. I have the second one, but it's a Rhino Red vinyl. And I would
like
love to find
the first
rest
four
of the
Todd albums. I mean, are amazing. After that, like I have no use for them.
Oh, I love side one of Faithful when he's doing all those covers. That's fantastic. I mean, I've played at least Todd's version of Good Vibrations for at least 10 people and asked who it is, and every single one of them said the Beach Boys. They really are faithful.
You know, the thing that really turned me off of Todd Rundgren is when Utopia did Face the Music or Deface the Music.
Oh, see, I liked it.
Yeah, I like that.
I thought it was okay, but it was I mean, like it was weak. I mean, it was better when the Ruddles did it, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it never would have happened if the Ruddles didn't happen. Sure, it's a Ruddles ripoff, absolutely. But I still enjoyed it. But then, because of that sort of morphed into Swing to the Right, which is probably my favorite Utopia album. Because Swing to the Right's almost a power pop album in some ways.
Well, the last one I think I got from them was the one from
after
83.
that. It was all like Sense and like, you know.
Well, Healing's got some good stuff on it.
Yeah. Time Heals is one of my favorites from that.
I'm not saying there's not great stuff here and there spread out. But I mean, as far as like, you know.
Right.
I mean,
like
as far as yeah. But as far as like Todd Rundgren as like an amazing, like, you know, innovator and stuff, I think like Wizard of True Star, that was the last great thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not uber defending the guy. I mean, I've probably told you the worst concert I've ever been to is Todd Rundgren. So I'm not uber defending the guy because he disappointed me more than any musician ever has.
No, I think Todd Rundgren, like post 1973, is hit or miss.
Yeah. But there are some good albums. That's all I'm saying.
No, there are some good. Yeah, there are some great.
Like
stuff.
I said, Faithful. If he'd have done 12 covers on Faithful, I think it would have been one of his best albums. His own stuff isn't that great on that album. But the covers are fantastic.
Yeah, that's the best part of that album, you know?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah, well, I got trying to think like the MTV stuff kind of, I mean, that's 83. I'm trying to remember. Feet Don't Fail Me Now. And there was another track off of that album. That was like, I think the last one I ever got from Utopia that I remember anyway. And I don't remember hearing any Todd after that, or except of course for Bang the Drum All Day, which every damn radio station played that. But I never heard another peep from him. That was it.
Well, the Want of a Nail got some airplay, a little bit.
Yeah,
very little.
And did you ever hear POV? There's a fantastic blues song on POV.
Yeah, I have POV. Yeah,
it's straight out of like, you know, John Lee Hooker and Muddy Waters. It's like he's growling this vocal. it's fantastic. It is Rundgren. It's like, wow. So yeah, there's some good stuff, but there's
Yeah,
could make
there
a
is
good
some good stuff.
post 80.
Yeah,
I'll go that far. You could make a good 2 CD set.
Okay, I'll give you Rundgren from 80 on, like, not as good. Yeah. Up until 80, yeah, he was good.
Yeah. Yeah, the what was it? The album from like 78 or 79? That was a pretty good album. The one that had the song that Inglewood Dan and John Ford Coley covered. I can't think of the name of it. They had a hit with it. Oh my God. Love Is the Answer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay,
But
right.
that was the first hit.
Yeah,
I think
out
that was the first hit. He released it as a single, nothing. They released it as a single. They got a huge hit.
There's certain people I choose to check out of after a certain era, and like one of them is like the Amboy Dukes. After Migration or Marriage on the Rocks, like that's it for me and Todd Rundgren, or that's it for me and Ted Nugent. You know,
I don't know the Amboy Dukes
because
very
that
well.
stuff was so good. You know, like I mean that early Amboy Duke stuff was so good.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
It's like, Cat Scratch Fever. Come on, Wang Dang, Sweet Wu Tang. I don't even want to know.
Didn't he do a Beatles cover at one point?
Nah, he might have, but who
Yes,
cares?
it was on State of Shock album. I think what was I want to tell you?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is.
I'm trying to remember.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I keep track of people by Beatle covers.
Yeah, but after 69, like I don't care to hear Nugent after 69, I mean, I know his stuff. I know Cat Scratch Fever and Stranglehold, all those hits and stuff. And they're not bad. I don't mind them, but I'm not going to go seeking that material out,
Yeah,
But yeah, is there such a thing as pop hard rock? Because that's kind of what it is.
When I was a teenager, Cat Scratch Fever was real popular. So.
Okay, so I thought I pulled up a list of Rundgren produced stuff. So let's start from what we got. Straight Up Badfinger, excellent damn album for Badfinger. From 1971,
one of the best Apple
Sparks,
albums of all time.
Half Nelson. Yes, I got to admit I don't know much Sparks, but what I've heard I've liked. But so Half Nelson from 71. The New York Dolls' first album in 73.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Grand Funk.
Yeah, we're an American band. Yeah.
Shining Out from Grand Funk. Here's one I forgot. Hall & Oates' War Babies from 74. How about that? Todd producing Hall & Oates. Bat Out of Hell, of course, we talked about. Remote Control, the Tubes, we talked about. I forgot about this. 82, The Psychedelic Furs Forever Now. Produced by him.
I knew that one.
Rick's next position, please. This next one I'm not really proud of. I've got it. I think I've only ever heard it all through once. From 85, The Tubes' Love Bomb. Not a fan of that one. Skylarking, like you brought up there,
I've got that on the Edison wax cylinder.
What?
I've got that one on Edison wax cylinder.
Good for you. From 2000. So after XTC in 86, he now it says mostly, but it's like 14 years later. 2000, Bad Religion's The New America.
He spent the 90s as a rapper.
Oh.
Some band, same year, some band called 12 Rods. Never heard of it. Separation Anxieties, from a band called 12 Rocks. And then lastly, it mentions in 2009, the New York Dolls, Cause I Said So. Cause I Says So. So that was where it stops. And then, of course, I think somebody else brought up about the new Cars in one of the streams I was in recently. So I know he was at.
I think he actually joined the Dolls when he did that album. Oh, and don't forget he fronted the Cars for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
he
the
joined the
production
Dolls.
stuff anyway.
He was Johnny Thunder's replacement for like 3 minutes. Until they realized this guy's not Johnny Thunder.
At least Rundgren could find the stage. The time I saw Johnny Thunders, he couldn't even come close to finding the stage.
No.
But he was
but God, he had fun
anyway.
trying, didn't he? He had
I
fun
never
trying,
saw
didn't he?
anybody perform with a joint in their mouth through the entire set. It was fantastic. But he was amazing. And he was with these like two guys that were like these Rastafarian dudes. That was his band. And they were fantastic. Is Letterman would say they
nice
blew the roof off the joint.
Oh man, oh man. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. I'm still trying to feel my way out for concerts for this year. I don't know. I'd like to go see Seven Dust next month. They're coming here to George's, which is a 200-seater. And there isn't anything till October. Well, no, that's not true. Black Crows are playing at the outdoor venue in late August still.
Well, it's not
I wouldn't
the
mind
Black
catching crows.
The Robinson brothers.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Kev. I know. I mean, if I could get the tickets decently priced, I know. Yeah, right. But there's still tickets. Okay. How about this for a weird band that I'm like, really? This seems like a mismatch to me. Lollapalooza, of course, up in Chicago, is having Journey. And I'm going, what? Journey with the new lineup at Lollapalooza. And I'm going, this is like sticking like a sore thumb. I mean, I'm like, what? He wants to introduce the new band, and I'm like, no, I don't care to. Oh, and there's a Journey outcome because they've been working on it for the last year. And I'm going, whatever. I like Neil Schon as a guitarist, but as a person, he's an ass. That's all there is to it. I'd say it to his face, I tell you. Lollapalooza.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, there's another example of a band who has one original member left. Is it a band?
Yep,
is it a
correct.
tribute band?
Well, Journey was supposed to be
just because they're
concept
saying
band.
they're putting out new music. Is that like a original or tribute band?
When Journey started, it was, from my understanding, is they were supposed to be a concept band, like the Alan Parsons Project, and members that were supposed to move in and out. And it was supposed to be like that.
Like if you listen to the first 3 albums, it was a concept band,
And then it just became,
some of that pre-Perry stuff is actually half interesting.
Oh yeah, it's interesting stuff. But you think like if you're Neil Schon and you still have Ross Valerie in the band, are you gonna fire him just for like making a boo-boo? It's like just for trying to take over the band. mean, come on.
See, there's an extra element to this that didn't get announced right away. It got announced about a couple weeks later, very quietly, was that, yeah, Valerie and Smith were trying to take over the band, but they had some help in Steve Perry. Steve Perry was behind a little bit of this too. Nobody knows why, and I just thought it was kind of funny because he's still technically on the board for Journey. I just cracks me up. He hasn't been with us 96, and yet, well, I mean, I guess you could throw this, like with Bunny Carlos and Cheap Trick. He's still a member. He doesn't do anything.
He is still a member,
but he's on the board. Well, yes, he is a member, but what I'm saying is he's not a recording tour.
Bunny Carlos sits at home and collects
but
a
he's
check.
on the board. Yep. How about them apples? So yeah, but now, you've got Jonathan Cain. You still have Arnell. And now you have Andy Jackson back. So weird. It's like, what? Okay, so he was on half an album on radio. And then you got, now I'm sorry, I'm pretty ignorant with his Michael Nard. I don't really sort of know who that is. But he's the drummer. This is going to be a weird gig, and I hope somebody tapes it.
Yeah, he's done so many things. He's a legend. But he's 70.
Well, I'm still going to be curious. Oh boy. Well, I'm not but I just want to hear it. I want somebody hopeful will tape at least a song or two from Lollapalooza. And I want to see it and hear it for myself. That's all I'm saying. But I'm pretty much like, this was a couple of years ago. Journey, well, actually, it was right shortly before the COVID happened. But it was the firing, if I remember correctly. Okay, up until that time, I was like, oh shit, this is 4/5 of the Escape Frontier lineup. I said, if only But Perry will never go. But the point is like, this is about as close as we're going to get. And then he fires the two, their asses. And then I'm like, overnight, you just turned into a tribute band. I have no interest. It was supposed to be Steve Miller, I think, was also going to be with Journey on this. Or maybe it was the Doobie Brothers. It was one or the other was the other ass. I'm like, and then overnight, I'm like, nope, interested. Or wait a minute. No, maybe it was the Pretenders. The Pretenders was the other one. That's it. So it would have been Journey and the Pretenders. And I like the old stuff. I do. And I can't remember if Martin's still drumming for him on tour. He would have had the hat had been around since '84. But no, I mean, I like that.
So Turner was trying to pretend that they had more than two original members left, huh?
You know what? When you have bands, when you have bands and politics trump tenure, it's over. It's over. Yeah. When you're one guy with like 5 hired hands behind you, that's it.
Most of these older bands are bands according to a piece of paper. It's just all legal contracts, and that's.
See, we love music. It's the business everybody forgets, and I've been guilty of that.
Yeah.
It's music business, and then the problem is we try to separate it, and it's like, whether we love it or not.
The only old band I know still together, but for reasons other than a piece of paper. Might be X. Yeah. And my theory is they just forgot to break up.
It's funny you bring up them.
But their last album is really good. So the Pretenders.
I've heard a little bit of the Pretenders one, but Violent Femmes, which was one of her favorite bands, was coming back through in 2019 to Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, which is where we saw him in 16. But this X was going to be the opening act for the Femmes. And I'm like, hey, Chess, have you heard anything from X? And she's like, no. And I'm going, I got to rectify this. And so I what the hell was it? The gift, the one with the birthday cake on the cover. I found that
the
one.
gift, I think.
And then I found, but I played some of that, and she dug it. And I'm going, all right, let's get tickets. And then she dies. And I was like, I probably should have went, but
that sucks for you.
I didn't end up going to that gig at all because I was in Chicago. So, yeah, Femmes and X.
Both their latest albums are really good. I bought them both on vinyl, and they're short. They're both on the short side, but they're really good. I don't think the Pretenders have ever put out a bad album. Not saying they're all great, but I don't think they've ever put out a stinker.
No,
Right.
they're like Cheap Trick. They've never put out a dud. There may be a track here or there that's not that great, but always put out consistently great stuff. No matter who's in the band.
Yeah.
I almost like X now than when they were really pumped.
Oh yeah. But I mean, you got like
I'm gonna have to
got
check
like the
some more of
Rolling
their work.
Stones, like you got the Rolling Stones. Bill Wyman quit, and Daryl Jones has been the bass player since like '94. He's not a member of the band.
No,
he's a hired man, you know.
Yep.
So sometimes I think maybe
And,
that's what Neil Sean's thinking. Like it's better to it's better to fire everybody and like hire other people on and pay them per gig.
Jagger,
and
I
give them
think.
a percentage.
Because I think I read Keith Richards' book, and he talks about Ronnie Wood a little bit, and he had a hard time getting Ronnie Wood to be an official member of the band because Jagger didn't want it.
Yeah, it was like 17 years until Ronnie Wood was actually considered a member of the Stones.
Yeah.
Up until then, he was just a touring musician, like making getting a salary.
Yeah. These bands are just all pieces of paper.
And I guess Ronnie's got some health issues right now, so hopefully he can get through those. I'm saying allegedly because of different sources that he was in Germany recently having for chemo treatments or some type of medical treatments. So I'm like, uh-oh. But I mean, you're talking about, what? Ronnie's mid-70s now, right? I mean, it's going to happen. I'm surprised the Stones lasted. I mean, next year will be 60 years. 60 years. Isn't that something? You're like, shit, not many bands have been around 60 years.
Nope.
But like McCartney has had his current band for 20 years now. And like some even longer, like Wicks.
Wicks has been with him since 87 or something like that.
87. He's been with them for over 30 years. And it's like, and the rest of the guys have been with him for 20. It's like, how much do you think they get paid?
Not that much.
Like, they were way longer than
half
Wings
the albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that
I'm
much.
trying to remember that book I read that the 70s lineup was paid for shit.
These people that want to have Wings in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's like, come on. There was like 3 different lineups within like 6 years, Like, come on.
Yeah. I call them Spinal Tap. It's just people in and out and in and out and in and out. There's no Wings. Wings is like the Plastic Ono band. It's whoever Paul was playing with. And I have a theory about Wings and Paul McCartney and Wings. It seems to me when 2 people got pissed off and left, then it would be Paul McCartney and Wings. And when it was a full 5 members, which wasn't that often, it would be Wings.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get shit now.
I can see the 79 Wings tour starting off with the role of Joe English is now being played by Steve Hawley.
Yes.
You know, it's like
Yes.
Good
By the way,
evening,
just to
wankers.
throw
Good
out a
evening,
Wings-related thing really quickly, there is a tour book. Currently, last time I checked, it was $45 for the early 1980 Japan tour that never happened. It only shows you the front page with the Wings logo that looks similar to the 76 design. But yeah, $45 last time I checked. There you go, Richard. Go get that.
And Denny Lane got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the Moody Blues. He should be lucky he got that. Seriously.
He shouldn't be.
That's right. Tell him to go now.
Man.
If Denny Lane's in the Moody Blues, there's so many other Moody Blues in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So many other people should be in there before Denny Lane.
True.
And you know what? Patrick Moraz is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Yes or the Moody Blues. He should be in with both those bands.
Isn't that insulting? You're right. What did Moraz do?
That's kind of
I want to know this. Does anybody know why Moraz got fired from both? Because I never read anything. I don't know why he got fired from Yes, and I don't know why he got fired from the Moody's. Just some weird shit there. It's like, really? You have that? I mean, with he was only there for what, 2 years, but the Moody was there for a long ass time. It's like, what happened? What was it? Just something was the broke the camel's back. That's it. You're done. I mean, come on. Even I want to know.
He was there for at least 2 Yes albums, at least like 3-4 Moody Blues albums. It's like he's not in, and you're giving it to the Denny Lane, who was there for the first 18 months of the band for the first album and a couple of singles. It's like, come on.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
I don't get
Come
it.
on, how are you, Richard?
How many did you have, Richard?
What? I'm a tad drunk right now. Yeah.
Richard, did you get my message on Facebook?
What?
Ask you though.
What'd you say?
Did you get my message on Facebook?
Or are you Mason drunk?
I got your message on Facebook.
It's just something else I thought of before I went to bed last night.
That's actually what my mother thought. She thought maybe just cancel the StreamYard account and then
and if that doesn't work,
then
try the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got home.
Out drinking?
Yeah.
Awesome. I missed that.
Yeah, Richard's out getting him some. Did you get yourself some, Richard?
I went out and got some today.
There was a pretty girl there. There was a pretty girl, but she's my friend's girlfriend, so I don't want to go down that road again.
Who cares about friends? Come on, they're a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Go for the girl. Go for the girl.
Yeah, listen to the
You don't want to eat where you poop, Richard. Trust me.
No, I learned my lesson the first time. With
so it's happened
there
before.
Was a first time?
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
Let's hear the story, Richard.
Oh, I had a crush on my best friend's girlfriend. Well, he's not my best friend anymore.
I had a crush on my best friend's girlfriend in 1979. How appropriate is that?
And then I found out that my friend was a dick and he beat her up.
I was reminded daily of it.
Yeah.
I can't get over Tim with his red glasses. He just
I'm
looks
really
so cool.
tired.
I think Tim
I
looks
actually
cool
see better up close without my glasses, but I'm so tired right now. My eyes look so bad. I put these on just so I would be slightly presentable.
I thought it was just because he was on Mayo's stream last night. Now he's a superstar.
These actually work. I bought them as a mood brightener, and they actually work.
Oh shit!
I learned
Yeah,
that from Elvis Costello.
I have yellow lenses, and they like really cut down on the blue light on a computer screen and all that stuff.
Anything bright will pick up your mood. I learned that from Elvis Costello. For a long time, he wore dark glasses and was always grumpy. And one day he got like some orange
she's
glasses.
here. I didn't think I was going to
like,
get her tonight.
wow.
Richard, I got something to show you, Richard. Hold up.
I thought she'd be asleep because the record store day.
Oh crap!
Hold up.
Wait 1 second. I have to make an apology. I have to apologize in advance. For some reason,
no, I don't want to see it now, Lisa. Don't make. I don't want to see it now, Lisa. Don't make my mouth water.
Your mouth's gonna water.
So Cap just. Sorry.
What happened?
I
don't want to see it now. I don't want to see it now, Lisa. Don't make my mouth water.
You know what, Tim? The red and the yellow, they tend to clear up the shine on the button of your green shirt.
No. You see what happened, Paul? Is I was gonna totally get your record, Paul, but it was so hot today. I was in line for 3 hours.
Listen, what a great song, Green Shirt.
I was in line.
Did you hear Matt?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
PA's version of that. It's really good.
No, I haven't.
It's on an Elvis Costello tribute album. It's really, really good.
Well, come on.
What, Richard?
Well, come on. Don't tease it, Lisa. Show it. Come on. Oh, man.
My record store had about 5 of those.
That is nice.
You know what? My record store didn't sell out of this, which was,
look at that back cover.
Me at the record store, nobody really wanted Jim. And I was like,
thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate that.
But you know what sold out was a Linkin Park Meteor, the one that I wanted, sold out. And then my friend in Massachusetts got it for me because he's 3 hours.
Like my record store had 12 copies of that sitting there.
Yeah, no. You know what? My record store had 15 copies of the Who album, and I didn't think to get one of Paul.
Mine had like 20 of the Tom Petty. I was like, wow.
You know what sold out? The first album to sell out at Record Store Day was Ariana Grande. That one went.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wanted the replacements, and my store didn't have it. And I looked at everybody online, and they don't have it either.
I should have told you. My store, Permanent Records in LA, had 25 copies.
What replacements was that? Like,
it's Pleased to Meet Me. It's like outtakes. It's an outtake, a whole album, the album in outtakes. It may be the same thing as the album that came in the box set, but I don't think so. I have that.
So there's a record store. There's a record store in my area called Permanent.
You know what? I'm just going to add anything Paul Westerberg is fucking get. Don't even think about it.
Speaking of that, hang on 1 second, Lisa. Has anybody seen Ryan Kidd's latest video? He does Treatment Bound by the Replacements, and it's awesome. Ryan Kidd is really good. I was shocked.
I should have told you about it, Tim. I saw it at my record store in LA on their website. I should have told you about it ahead of time. Then you could have got a copy. We got 25 of the replacements.
I'm not gonna lie. I've heard of the replacements. I haven't heard the music.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Seriously,
my record
seriously, though, Lisa, thank you for that.
One Creation, my local record store.
Seriously, though, Lisa, thank you for that. You didn't have to get me anything. I really
No. You know what happened? I got a comment from Tom, and Tom said, "Did you buy Dickie Dolenz a record?"
Yeah.
And you know what I said? I said to Tom, "What I do with my money is none of your concern."
Paul, you've never heard the Replacements?
No, sir. But I'll listen to them. I've got some downtime tomorrow. I've got a little
sloppy post-punk, but really good.
Did you ever hear of an album called Let It Be? No, not that Let It Be.
There was a Rolling Stone cover once, and on the cover was, who is the best songwriter right now? It was Michael Stipe or Paul Westerberg of the Replacements. That's like as famous as they ever got, I think. That cover.
Don't they sing the song "What I Like About You"?
No, that's the
No,
Romantic.
that's the Romantics.
The Romantics.
And they're not capable of carrying Paul
What
Westerberg.
I like about you.
Well,
I met
from
him.
what
I
Beans
met
just
him once.
said,
Nice
the
guy.
Romantics are
Got
better.
to party with him.
You know, Richard, you said I didn't have to do it for you, Richard. I could easily keep this and be like, Lisa.
Oh, Tim's got something to show.
Pleased to Meet Me box set.
Oh, there we go.
It's got one album in it and 3 CDs.
Hold up. Grab it real quick. And you get in the car.
Nice.
Probably the best album. This or Tim. Imagine me liking an album called Tim. All right, you can make me small.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
You know what, Tim? I remember buying the cassette single of I'll Be You back in like '89, was it?
Yep. Closest
I
I ever
remember
got
buying
to a
that
top 40 hit.
Yeah. I remember
it to
buying that
number-
as a cassette single and thinking that is the best thing I've ever heard. And I went back and like bought Tim and I bought Let It Be after that, and I was like, this band is fucking
They
this is it.
were awesome.
They're legit. They're legit.
You know,
I
Vinyl
love
Kids?
the end of that video, I'll Be You, and Paul Westerberg actually climbs the drum kit.
Vinyl Kicks 86 says to me, why
You know,
don't you
I tried that once. I was in a band,
Really?
and I was a bass player, and I tried climbing the bass drum, and I jumped off, and I turned around, and I came down on the monitor at the front of the stage on my collarbone, snapped it right in half.
Oh,
Don't tell-
shit.
Do not tempt me, Vinyl Kicks 86. He said, why don't you keep the Jim Croce
Damn.
for yourself and listen to it? Don't tempt me, okay? I have my
Which
record
was good because I'm left-handed and I broke my left shoulder blade, so I just like go to a gig and I'd take my I'd have somebody take my sling off and throw the bass over my shoulder. I'd just drop my hand. I'd just be like,
these people in the
Well, you know the Les Paul story, don't you? He was in a car accident in like the 70s or something like that, and broke his arm really badly. And the doctor told him, "We have to get rid of your elbow, so your arm's going to be straight, so you won't play guitar anymore." So Les Paul said, "No, that
Holy
is not
crap.
acceptable." So they
Yes, I've
made
heard
Les
that,
Paul's
yeah.
arm like this permanently. So Les Paul walked around the rest of his life like this, but he could still play guitar.
These people in the
Did
vinyl
not
I
know
heard
that.
that, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he lived like
Man.
30 or 40 years like that. Yep.
Do not tempt me, Vinyl Community. Do not tempt me to open this up. Do not tempt me, Vinyl Community.
Yeah, that's why in the last like 30 years of his life, like Les Paul's arm was always at like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
He couldn't straighten it. There was no elbow there. It was they fused the
I saw
bone.
What?
I saw what you wrote
you
in the private
Ladies
chat.
and gentlemen,
Well, because
you
people
are not going to get more informative than on this show. Some of these people here in this screen and in the peanut gallery. I learned things about
Hey, Richard, I can
place
do whatever I want.
But you can
Paul
get
and
better.
his
But you
rest
can
of
get
his
better
life.
information elsewhere.
Richard,
What's up, Lisa?
I can do whatever I
So
want.
what?
I paid for it.
I love it here.
Lisa, you should etch your name
Well,
into
like,
the
fuck you, this is where I live.
as your autograph.
What's that, Lisa?
Oh,
Open
I'll
that
put my
Croce.
autograph on there. You want me to? I'll write my autograph on this record.
No!
Well, people
Wish
in
I
the
didn't.
peanut gallery, people in the
Richard.
peanut gallery are telling me to open
Wish
it
I
up.
didn't crash. Jim Croce.
Well, you know
No,
what?
you
Let
can't
me
open
etch my
that.
name
Oh!
in the stuff. I'm etching my name in the
Whoa!
No, you can't open
Too
that.
soon,
There's only
Paul,
2,000
too soon.
I
copies.
can
Are you
open it
crazy?
if I want. I'm the one that paid for this record. I can do what I want with this record.
This
I
is the
still
best
have
thing
24
anybody
hours.
want on Record Store Day.
That's
Period.
oh yeah.
Period.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to make you big. I want to see this album.
Here we
Hang
go.
on a minute. I want to see this sitar album. Hang on.
My
This is fantastic.
And there we
This
go.
is
Boy, oh boy.
fantastic.
My Ecuadorian shit's starting to up. Up goes the electric sitar.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's on a major label. It's on
See, I
Decca.
like doing
Decca.
shit
It's
like
on
that. That's
Decca.
cool.
There we go.
This is just, I saw this in my jaw drop.
Tim, how was
50
it?
cents.
Oh,
This is the kind of thing I love. This is how my channel got 1,000 subs.
See?
Stuff like this. Okay, you can
yay.
make this small.
And it's all deserved.
Yes,
Hey, Richard.
yes, Tim, and all your
And
1,000
it's all
subscribers
deserved,
are
those
like
1,000
waiting for you to
subs.
put new videos
got
out.
something
Come
new?
on, man.
I
I
got
put
something.
one out today.
You see this record
You
here?
put out
You
one
see this
today,
pen?
yeah, but
See this pen here? We're gonna write
Lisa,
my
please.
autograph.
Lisa,
We're gonna write
please.
my
Lisa, no!
to Richard.
I might
My
do
big
one on my
fan.
radio.
Hope you
No, he's gonna
enjoy
want
this
it.
record. Love.
no,
Lisa.
I've listened to
Leroy
Tim's
Brown,
radio
it'll
show
be bad,
before.
sort
I've
of
listened to
repulsive
Snap
Leroy
Crackle
Brown.
Pop.
So
I don't even want it then if you do that.
No, I
I
got-
autographed your record, Richard.
I got a radio in the mail yesterday.
So I can have more
do a
time to
video
listen
on
to
it.
everybody's radio shows and podcasts.
You should.
Let the other go to work.
You do that to
I'll just stay
me.
all day.
Why would
Hey,
I do
Richard,
that to you,
I'd be a
Richard?
What's
24
Jim
hours
Croce's favorite
up and
song? Crash Into Me
Okay.
by Dave Matthews.
Oh, man.
Okay, Paul. Okay, Paul. Paul. When you
Also,
go out
also
tomorrow,
known
I'm
as
also
Jim
gonna
Reeves' theme song.
Dear
Paul.
Richard, my big
Paul, when you go out
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
tomorrow,
I waited 3 hours in the fucking
Paul, when you
queue
go
for
out
this
tomorrow, I'm
You don't
also gonna have to have you look for a Jim Croce record.
Yes, I
So
know.
at least it just defaced this one.
record. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm playing with you.
She didn't deface it.
Even if she did,
And
it
not
would
in
just
the
be
good
the
way.
shrink wrap.
Jesus.
No.
You know, Richard.
That's right.
Richard. Do you think I'm gonna have to face a record that is
A
new?
little closer to the.
But I won't include a note.
That was it. That's the end of Jim Reeves.
No. You know what's funny? When Joe Cocker died, my mom called me and she's like, "Did you hear Jim Croce died?" I'm like, "Again?"
What? I thought the
Joe Cocker is finally up where he belongs.
yeah, with David Bowie.
There you go. You get a point for that, Tim. That was nice.
If only we could send Jennifer Warnes with him.
Yeah, no shit. I'll agree with you there. Or maybe a trade. Keep Joe and send Jennifer.
Man.
That would have been.
This is going to be included in your record, Richard.
Oh, shit.
See, you get my autograph for free.
I think the last Joe Cocker song I ever heard on the radio. Leave Your
Probably
Hat
when the
On.
night comes.
That was it from 9.5 Weeks soundtrack.
You can leave your hat on.
Oh, was
Yeah,
that
but his last big hit was written by Brian
that
Adams
song?
and Jim Balance, which was When the Night
No
Comes.
shit. See, I didn't know that either. That's 3 things.
A lot of people did leave your
Did
hat
not know
on.
that.
Tom Jones did leave you can leave your hat on.
Oh, Richard, look what just happened.
Randy
That's
Newman wrote
right.
Oh,
And Ivor is correct.
thank God. It's still in the
Dave
drink.
Pagoda has died multiple times.
To be honest, Tim, Tom Jones has done
Look how
anybody
cool
who's
it
not
is.
running from aliens.
Can I ask
And
you a
you-
legit question?
Martians.
Can I ask you a
Remember
legit
Mars Attacks?
That is says,
And you
oh,
and
that
you
movie.
and you were gonna disrespect Jim Croce's memory by
He looks like a serial killer.
opening that, Lisa. Shame on you.
Oh, what are you talking about? Excuse you, Richard. I own a Jim Croce record. I do like the
You
man.
know what?
I spent the
You
money.
know what, Richard? I don't think Jimmy minds.
Look at Richard.
Yeah, no shit. I don't think he cares. He's beyond caring.
Yeah, Richard, be nice, Richard. People take their time to get you things. Be nice.
I'm always nice.
Be grateful,
Oh, and
Richard.
I'm always nice.
And yes,
Trust me,
Richard,
I
I'll look
almost
for
bought
the
you an
Morrison
Andy
thing, but I'm not
Williams.
promising.
Richard, you better be careful, Richard. I'm sending you Andy Williams just for that. I got some Andy
I
Williams.
like it. Why do you guys keep acting like that's a punishment? I like Andy Williams.
Lisa, did you see my video today? I got something that you would have liked.
I will look at your video. There's so many
Why do you keep
channels.
acting? Why do you keep acting like that's a punishment, Lisa? I like Andy Williams.
Because
Get
in the
him Chaos
vinyl
and
community,
Creations.
I will send him Chaos and Creation. I am going to put together a package of my.
You know what, Lisa? By now, you should have a $1,000 Harrison Estate crate.
No, you
wooden
know,
crate,
I
box
asked.
full of records for Richard that he doesn't want. That you have to send him now.
I will. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him Yellow.
That's right.
I'm going to send him Andy Williams.
Did
I'm
anybody
going to send him Lizzie Buckingham,
Eric
Richard
Como,
Carpenter,
Ray Conniff,
Ray Conniff,
Bonavani.
Red
Did anybody see
Redstone.
Matt Street's video today?
Oh, you should change your name, Tim. Tim, because when I look up Tim Allen, you know what I get? I get
Well,
the
you
actor.
gotta do it on
First of all-
YouTube. You gotta
first of
go
all,
Tim
vinyl
Allen
would
and
kick-
vinyl or records or something.
did.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
did.
that guy. I'd have more
First of all,
subs if I
vinyl would
didn't
kick
use my
some
real name.
First of all, vinyl.
You got to look
kicks
up
I'm not-
Tim Allen Beatles, and it'll take you right there.
Or
First off,
records or vinyl or
There you
First
go.
of all, vinyl would kick. I'm not wasted. I'm drunk. There's a difference, and I'm starting to sober up a little bit.
Did anybody see Matthew Street's video today? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, with his Beatles.
Go ahead and look.
His Uber turd box.
Yeah. All sparks must pass, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, all gas must pass.
All gas must pass.
Beatles Uber turd box.
Oh God.
Oh, you got some Buffalo Springfield. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Tim's video. Richard had an aneurysm when he thought I was writing on his record.
I did, Lisa. That was not nice.
You think I would do that, Richard?
That was mean. That was mean.
Richard, back in the day when people were collecting records in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s, they wrote their name so people wouldn't steal their records. So a bunch of my
consider
dad's
those
records.
autographs.
That was mean, and also you disrespected Jim Croce's memory.
Why would I disrespect him? I paid $5 at a record store to buy his record
If
for
she
my
bought
uncle.
the damn record, you haven't done anything. You've never given him a dime, Richard.
What are you talking about?
I thought Jimmy. I have Jim Croce music.
Butter Chucker here.
Yeah.
I stood in line.
Richard, you have Jim Croce albums. We bought you.
Richard, you mutter chucker. I stayed in line for 3 hours in the heat, 87-degree heat in Los Angeles to pick up this one record for you.
I know, I'm messing with you.
I could have easily said, fuck it. Richard is a waste, and I could have just kept it for myself. So let me tell you something, Richard. I don't do this for you. I do this for my enjoyment. I go to a record store today to get stuff for me. Getting stuff for you is a fucking bonus. It's not something I enjoy doing all the time, but I do it for some people. At least Steven from Ralstanian Report got me the Linkin Park record, and I got him a record in return. He went out of his way to do something for me. I know you did something for me with the magazines, but Richard, be grateful, or this record stays on my shelf.
I am grateful.
Shelf. Because I
am grateful. I am grateful.
Lisa's not even drunk. Lisa's pissed, okay? Lisa's pissed. Richard, do not make me keep this record in my house, because I will. I paid for that record $30.
That's right, Lisa. That's right, Richard. Be nice to Lisa, or it's going to be, instead of an unsealed reveal, it's going to be unsealed to melt.
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm joking with you. Come on.
Lisa Gibberti is sending you
video.
Okay.
Exclusive Jim Croce peed on version.
I'm just fucking with you, Richard. But seriously, Richard, I sit in that heat to get records for me, and you know.
Yeah, believe me, Lisa. Believe me, I told you, I really appreciate that.
Because you know what? If you're not grateful next year, Richard, I'll send you every Beatles Doctor record in the record store. I kid you not. Neil
Every
Sedaka,
what record?
every Neil Sedaka, every Red Redstone, every Perry Como, every Andy Williams,
Oh,
Barbara.
send me every. Oh, send me every. Oh, send me every Neil Sedaka record. I don't care. I love Neil Sedaka.
Every album.
Not getting
It's
my.
all about a fucking Croce record.
I will send you it. And you know what else
Yeah.
I'll send you, Richard?
Lisa, how many times do I have to tell you? I really appreciate this.
You know what else I will
Tom Jones discography.
You know what else I'll send you, Richard? Tom Jones.
You know,
messing with
you know,
unusual.
Richard. If you don't make nice with Lisa,
Engelbert.
she's gonna send you all that stuff plus the entire 45 discography of Pat Boone on Dot Records.
I like that Boone.
And you know what's worse?
Oh,
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen to you, Cap?
God.
I'm gonna send you.
No.
Yeah.
You guys better find better artists to torture me
That
with. 'Cause I like
includes
all.
Tutti Frutti.
Richard, I will send you Glamour Shots.
I have those albums.
Rudy.
I have the Pat Boone rock and roll albums. They're pretty
Oh,
funny.
Rudy.
Lisa,
Oh, Rudy.
you should draw a big
Rudy.
penis on
Oh,
the
Rudy.
label on
Rudy.
the wall top, right in the middle.
Oh,
That
Rudy.
white man.
I'm the whitest man in America.
And you know what, Richard? I'm just like at a point. I'm at a point where Richard, I had to tell you that, Richard, because you know what? You have to know, Richard. People do things for you because they want to do things.
Cleaning.
Richard, I'm aware, Richard. You get a lot of BCL. Oh, he left. He was pissed that I said he gets too many BCL tapes.
He's gone. We didn't even get to the other one I was going to suggest to get him. Goulet.
Oh, you are
That's
so
it.
right. I will send him Richard Harris. I'll send him MacArthur
Goulet.
Park.
No. You know why Richard left?
Why?
Because Richard knows he is the reason why Tom Hunyadi drinks whiskey.
You know what Tom Hunyadi wrote on my video? He says, "Are you saying Dickie Doan's more record?"
Well, I hate to tell you this.
Hey,
I don't know who this is.
I don't know
that's
what it is either.
I don't know who
That's my
this is.
pre-code.
It's Mike Creco.
Richard, you popped up too. Oh, I don't care. That's behave, Mike. But okay.
Don't mind
worry.
the last 5 minutes of me ranting about Richard and him being appreciative of me sending him things. Don't mind that, Mike.
Let's see.
That's all right.
Richard Harris, Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, Robert Goulet, Andy Williams.
Yes.
It's not
You know
getting my
what?
Andy Williams and
One day
Clyde.
I'm
No
gonna
way.
do that. One day I'm gonna do that, Psycho. Paul. One day I'm gonna send him every record that nobody wants, and then he's gonna really say to himself, "Boy, I should appreciate the things people do for me."
Love.
I will do that.
And
You give me a list, Captain, of all the artists that are bad, really bad artists, like easy listening.
The more you do for
You know what,
people, the less
Lisa?
they appreciate it. That's always been my theory.
I just-
Lisa, I live in Pennsylvania too. You can send me that stuff. No.
I could send you that stuff. I could send you that
imagine
stuff.
the shipping for that shit.
No,
And I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it.
I could send you that stuff, but I wouldn't get the same reaction like Richard going, "Ew, why did you send me that?" I'm not going to send him it. I'm kidding. He knows that.
Or when I accidentally send that tug of war still sealed to either Lisa or Ethan on accident.
Hey.
If he ever gets to 600.
Paul, you should send it
Yes.
to me, Paul. You should send it to me, Paul. I'm just saying, I would love to see the reaction of me opening that record.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim Thrifty. Richard Harris and Steve Lawrence. We forgot about them, too.
No, you know what's
Hey, little
what's so
girl.
what's so interesting about that? I'll tell you what's interesting, Paul. I do have Richard Harris on vinyl, so Richard Harris might get a new home.
I have at least one Richard Harris.
I have MacArthur Park.
I think it's too late for Richard Harris
I
to have
left
a
the
home.
cake out in the rain,
Oh, God.
and I can't ever make it again because he don't have the recipe. What the fuck
man was
is
like-
that in a song?
That man was
Really?
the best talk show guest there ever was. His stories were fantastic.
I'll never have that recipe again.
And I saw him once in person, but I didn't meet
That's
him.
right.
He came into a store I was working in and just did a round and then left. And I was like, "That's fucking Harris." Nobody knew who he was. I'm like, I think he was looking for a newspaper. We didn't sell a newspaper. I think that's what he did. I was working at Dean and
funny.
DeLuca, I'll tell you that, in Washington D.C. And it had to be Harris. He was like 6.5 feet tall with white hair, a blue sport jacket on, and a polo shirt because his hotel or place he lived made him wear a collared shirt and a jacket. So he would wear this rugby shirt and a collared, and he would and out. And I was like, "That's freaking Harris." And I'd seen him on Letterman like 2 nights before. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, he probably didn't know where he was at the time.
No,
Like,
he probably didn't.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
You know, I want to pick a bone with you, Captain. You got a record in your collection for RSD that my boyfriend really wanted, was the Rage Against Machine live in Mexico. My boyfriend stands in line for 3 hours for that record, and I saw it in your hall, and I was like, damn it. Anyways. Yeah, my boyfriend was not happy that I did not get Rage Against the Machine. He came up to the front of the line and he's like, "Sorry, we sold all of Rage Against the Machine." Yeah.
Richard,
So I'm going to
full
try
wait
and
now.
find it for now.
You're going to have to wait patiently.
Oh, Richard just wrote me back. He
Hey,
goes,
Mike.
"You know I'm joking." He goes, "You know I love you." And I was like, "Richard,
Did
it's
you
not
go?
that kind of relationship."
So I didn't do
Did you
record
go to
sales today. I
RSD,
saved a lot
Mike?
of money. No. I saved a lot of money by not going, but no, I'm going on vacation soon, and
Come on,
I'll be picking
Captain,
up a
show
lot of stuff
yourself.
at
Oh,
Best Buy.
yeah, Connecticut.
No, I'm leaving so Richard can come up. Love you guys. Bye bye.
Oh God, what a
Hey,
trade-off!
thank you, Cap.
Thanks for nothing, Captain.
6 to 1, how come I don't know, right?
Jeez.
Let me show you.
That's like the Beatles
Oh, boy.
UK versus the US albums.
Let me
Which
show
one?
you.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn.
This was given to me for free at Amoeba. These guys came out passing their vinyl records, and they're called the Neon Moms. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I got free records from these guys.
I got a free crate.
Richard, come back.
Tim got a free wood box.
I got a free crate.
Yeah, no, I got free music. These guys were like, "Hey, you might enjoy my music." I said, "Could I sell it to Goodwill?" And they looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah."
That was so weird. I mean, I know the guy that owns the store. He's actually the mayor of the town. And he just insisted I take something.
Yeah,
great.
that was better than a T-shirt or a baseball cap.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was
Oh, yeah. But I was just like,
That was
no, it's
great.
okay. He's like, no, you have to take something. I'm like, all right. Thanks.
Okay, Lisa.
Tim, I like those glasses, man.
Lisa, you live in LA, right?
Yep.
Do you know?
I'll be
Do
back
you
in
know
a
of
minute.
a
Talk amongst
band
yourself.
called? Do you know of a band called the Bell Brigade?
No. No.
It's a brother and sister acoustic duo. Been around since like 2011.
I'll have to look them up. I'll have to definitely look them up. I do listen to a lot.
They have a song called "Losers" that will make you cry.
I'll definitely look them up. People have been giving me requests all day. My boyfriend's cousin got this artist in his collection called I don't know if you guys heard of them, Verlaines. You ever listen to Verlaine? Anybody here know?
I know a little bit about him.
They are a Dutch band, so we waited in line 3 hours because he wanted Verlaine and he wanted Morrison Hotel. So we he got everything.
I heard both of those.
Huh?
I still had a lot. I was surprised how much they had.
No, Morrison Hotel did not. You know, the doors are so easy to get. The doors never sell out.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can find the leftovers.
If this was Richard's stream, I'd tell him to play the Bell Brigade right now.
I will definitely.
Yeah,
I'll
check them out.
definitely
It's brother and sister, called the Bell Brigade.
Bell
BELLE
Brigade. I'll put them on my
Brigade.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can find a
They put
leftover
out 2
Morrison
albums. They have a
Hotel.
song called "Loser," which is amazing.
You're not going to have a hard time finding the Morrison sessions because they made 16. No, they made
They
like
made a
about
lot of them.
12,000 copies. The thing with the Doors are easy to find. I remember one record store day. I walked in to record store about 1 o'clock in a day, and they had plenty of Doors records. The Doors never really sell out at RSD, even though they're so popular. You can
Well, they
easily
make a
get their
lot.
stuff. They make a lot because when my friend went to record store day, he was told that it was limited and not a lot was made, and then he looked at his number and it was 12,000. So yeah, they make a lot of the Doors. I have one Doors RSD release because I thought it was
I'm just so grateful that Lisa got me the Jim Croce and
yeah. You better be grateful. I'll put fake.
I'm messing with.
I'll put Jim Croce's autograph on there, and I'll sell it to some guy down the street in
Lisa, you know I'm great. You know I'm so grateful.
Did anybody but Tim Allen get like the Regimental Sergeant Zippo album?
And I'm so grateful the Roll Stone report.
Okay, I got them. I'm gonna subscribe
Does
to them.
anybody know what that is?
Yeah, I heard about
Besides Tim
it.
Allen?
I heard that
Yeah.
I've heard that album's never been pressed, or if
it was.
I'm either going to play that or this first. I don't know.
That I would like to
You know
hear,
what,
Tim?
Tim? I don't know how much. Like, I mean, like they say that's like supposed to be his first album, but like I don't know how actually factual that is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be it's from the same period when he was doing all those covers.
Yeah.
I mean, because
Yeah.
he had not had a hit single at that point. So what label would commission him to do a full album?
Yeah, it's
at
gonna
that
be
point,
like
you know?
I just hoping I'm hoping it's at least a little bit pop psych. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, the cover certainly hints that it might be.
Well, I mean, like from the bootlegs I've heard, like it is, but like I mean, it's. I mean, if you're looking for like a Lady Samantha or like It's Me That You Need or like early tracks like that, it's not that good.
No, I'm not expecting that. I'm just hoping it's kind of cool and interesting. You know, that was the last one I decided absolutely I was gonna get.
I'm so grateful for the Roll Stone report to getting me the Prince album.
You know what? I got a bone to pick with RSD for Genesis. This cover, what kind of cover is this?
They did it. There's like 4 of them, Lisa. They did them all the same.
I know. I wanted this for my collection. And I looked at it and I was like, boy, this is such a cop out for a cover.
Well, it is only an EP anyway. I mean, there's only what 3 songs on it, so it's basically a 12-inch single.
No, I know, but they also did one for Robert Plant. I saw Robert Plant had one too with the same.
I read that book.
You know that book?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Hey, Paul, do you
but you know how it is, Tim. Anything that Genesis does, eventually I have to buy
I want to say thank you to Lisa again. You know,
don't worry, Richard. I'm pulling your chain. I don't think you realize.
No, I mean, you know, I'm just messing with you. I really appreciate it.
I'm messing with you, Richard. You think I would really?
I know.
I already have Jim Croce in my collection, so I didn't really need that because I have that.
Thank you.
Rico,
thank you for
would try to get back together for at least a new single.
Thank you for deleting that video. That really upset me.
Yeah, I think. I mean, like they have that whole tour coming up, but I'd love to see Steve Hackett and Peter Gabriel back for one show, one something other than what they did in '82, which
agreed
disaster.
Yeah.
You know?
See now, of course, Peter said no, but I thought I heard that Hackett may show up at a couple shows, possibly. which that would be cool. I would love to see them. I would love to see him get back, and they ended up doing like some tracks from Trick of the Tail or Wind and Wuthering. I mean, oh hell, that would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, but that's what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'd love to see him get back, like all 5 of them, and do Supper's Ready, and just walk off the stage, and be like, "Good night, yes, thank you."
I would love
You know,
that.
that would be fucking awesome. Be great.
They'll probably just do like "You Can't Hurry Love."
Lisa or Tim, tomorrow I'm going to.
Yeah, Tim, they'd play the Buster soundtrack.
Yeah.
Lisa or Tim, tomorrow I'm going to try and fix my computer. Can either of you walk me through that?
I don't feel like walking through fixing computers right now.
Not now. I meant tomorrow.
Try just deleting StreamYard first. That's
just
easy.
delete StreamYard.
Try that first. Try
So
deleting
just delete
StreamYard
it first, and then if that doesn't
downloading it again.
Okay. Because that's what my mother said, and then I was trying to explain what you told me, Tim, and
if you can, maybe, I don't know how hard it is because you're signed up, and I'm assuming you're paying because you get
I am paying
bunches of people on your stream. But if you could change your name a little bit, that might be helpful too.
Yeah.
Well, no. Like Tim said, like reset your computer back like 3 or 4 days.
I just don't know if he knows how to do that. It's almost getting too late. Most computers only go back 2 or 3 days.
I don't know how to do it. My mother doesn't know how to do it.
It's called System Restore.
Yeah, it's System Restore.
Yeah. Oh, you can go back like more than 2 or 3 days.
It walks right through it once you're there. It walks right through it. It's only a button or two. It's not complicated.
Well, I don't know how to.
My son had to fix my laptop.
Richard, the easiest. I'll explain it one more time. Shut your computer off improperly. Don't shut it off the normal way. Just hold the power button till it goes off. Then when it comes on, it'll automatically go into a prompt screen, and it'll ask you if you want to turn your computer on normally. Say no, and then it will give you options, and one of them will be System Restore.
He left.
He's gone.
He's probably gonna text me a bunch of times on Facebook about how
This is hard work, man.
No, you see, don't you understand what I deal with when he texts me and be like, Lisa, can you help me with this and help me with that? I'm like, if it was any other person, I'd have patience with them because I know they're
I'm not great at this stuff. I'm a Luddite. It took me a year to figure out how to do this.
Well, you know.
I froze up there.
He's done it already. Yay! It's fast.
That was fast, Richard. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the quickest fix.
Richard. I wrote my autograph for you. I wrote my autograph for you on the record.
Yeah, sure.
Richard is a one-man nerd squad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beans. I appreciate that.
You are a nerd.
There's your new name, One Man Nerd Squad, Richard.
You are a nerd, Richard.
You're a nerd, Lisa.
Of course I'm a nerd.
You know what? Even though Richard changed his name, like I will always refer to him as Macca. No matter what I do on here, I'm like, that's Macca. That's
when
Macca.
I went to the record store today, I said to the guy, the guy goes, "You like Jim Croce?" I go, I'm getting it from my friend Macca. Macca Mania. And he goes,
Macca.
I call you Macca. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you're going to be Macca forever.
You need to change your name back to Macca.
As long as you have any kind of social media, you're going to be Macca.
Yeah. Because Paul McCartney is God.
Here you go, Lisa.
Oh, dear God.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Hang on, I got to see this.
Oh, I almost bought that.
Joanne.
I do have
Joanne. Her name was
Joanne.
You're the one, Rose.
Of course, the 29 cents. I don't have it. Okay,
I like
Next month, I'm gonna have to
I
ask
like the
one of my
elephant parts one.
I don't know if I
His
should.
name
I don't know if
was
I.
Rodan.
You know,
Her
And
name
over
was
Jug
Richard.
Rodan.
You know what, Richard? Richard, I got a little proposition for you. How you get in my good graces, Richard? Next month, Richard, the Monkey's Missing Links.
Fucking love elephant parts. Come on.
Okay, Richard.
I already said I would get you the monkeys, Lisa, if I go.
Yes, Richard. That's how you get in my good graces. And you know what, Richard? For all the crap I put you through, Jim Croce's coming your way. And if Tom
Lucy
Honey
and
watching
You put me
this,
through a
Ramona
lot. You put me through a lot,
through the
Lisa.
jungles of
yes,
LA.
yes, Tom, I am sending Dickie Dolan's a record.
Did he really comment on your video and say that?
Hoping to provoke a dude
fuck you,
somewhere
Tom.
along the way.
Tom Hungotti, if you're out there listening to this, fuck you.
Come rolling through the streets.
Oh, God.
Looking
Why
for
are
a
you so
disco.
mean to Tom?
Oh,
Tom,
looking
wait
up
a
the hill
minute.
for a kid named Cisco.
So much negativity in that lower left-hand corner.
I know.
I don't get it. Why did you, Tom?
Richard,
not
Richard.
right.
Tom,
Come on,
Tom is cool.
man.
Tom is cool.
I love Tom, Lisa. That's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Tom
Lisa.
alone,
Love,
Richard.
let's love each other.
Is that Hunyadi, Tom?
Richard, let's love each other. Jim Croce would not want us to be doing that. Jim Croce did not die for you to say
Lisa, me and Tom mess with each other all the. That's our relationship.
Yeah, Tom calls you a capitalist and all these different names. But you know what?
Yeah, but I call him a Republican.
Tom's not wrong about you.
Yeah, I call him a Republican capitalist Trump.
I don't think Jim Croce has much of an opinion anymore.
No, he doesn't. He's buried 6 feet under the ground. I'm sorry, Jim. That was bad. That was in poor taste.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Mac and cheese.
Imagine if we made like boxes of. This is a good idea, ivermectin. I'm gonna sell a box of macaroni and cheese and put Dickie Donuts' face on it, and the VC can buy them. It'll be like,
have me autograph it.
Yes, I'm gonna autograph it, and I'm gonna put your fake autograph on there. I'm gonna sell it to the VC.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
get.
was the first one to comment on Richard's video today.
Yeah.
Let's let Tim show what he's gonna show here.
I'm not going to show anything.
Well, I thought you had something to show.
No, I brought all my 45s in just because they don't need to be where they were. I forgot I left them there for my video, but I need to show them. I can, but I don't need to.
Then let's keep making fun of dead people. Wow. That's a harsh pill.
Richard, did you see my comment on your video?
Stevie Ray Vaughan helicopter tours.
I'm watching this. You got the flaming groovies, Tim.
I don't know if I should be kind of insulted by vinyl and good comments.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why should...
I don't know if I should be kind of insulted by
what did he say?
vinyl and good comments saying Rachel has the patience to show me how to do that.
No, I spent,
Paul,
I spent 2 hours.
It's funny that you can laugh at a joke like that with what you've been through.
Yeah.
And like me, like losing my 4-year-old daughter, I'm like,
yeah,
that's, if you don't laugh about it, you're going to fucking die,
Ooh,
Yeah, you got two choices. Be sad the rest of your life or get over it and go on. Be happy.
I think this is the best thing you got from RSD is that crate. You got that crate.
I know he insisted. I think
I'm sorry, Paul. Sorry to bring up Jessica. I didn't mean to like.
Well,
I didn't mean to do you like that.
It's okay. We've all lost.
Kev, no. It's all good, Kev.
I lost my grandma when I was 7. I never got to know her, so my grandpa when I was 8. So we we all, get through things, and we all realize that they're there with us in spirit.
Yeah. I lost my grandmother and my grandfather 12 days. I lost
Well,
my grandmother.
At least you got 16 years with them. I only got 7 years with my grandparents.
Yeah, but I lost them 12 days apart.
That's
I wish,
common.
yeah. And you know what's funny is my grandma.
I mean, that's life, man. That's life. Either laugh about it or you.
No, but the funny thing
either
is,
laugh about it or you die slowly.
No. The funny thing is, my grandma who drank a lot.
That's no way to live.
She lived forever. My grandma who drank a lot, and she was funny. I love her.
The best advice I ever got was from a boss I once had. Ironically, his name was Kevin Dolan. But it was spelled differently.
No relation. No relation.
Yeah, no relation.
No
Richard.
relation.
And he just said one thing to me that I've remembered ever since, and I've tried. It's hard, but I've tried to live by this. And all he said to me was, "Happiness is a choice."
Yeah.
You can just choose to be happy.
Richard, this would
You
have
can
been
just choose to be happy. It's your decision.
And then 2 years later, my great uncle passed away, who was Then 2 years later, my great uncle passed away.
You know what,
like
Richard? I like to remember people for the funny things they did. Like before my grandma passed away.
Yeah, sorry to break open this can of worms.
Think about it, Richard. I love my grandma. Before she passed away, she hit a shopping cart. She had an accident on the bus. She flipped me off. She taught me how to play blackjack at 10 years old. So yeah, think of the good memories.
I know it was not meant as an insult, Vinyl, because I was messing with you.
You know what? You either get through it or you don't. Like people say, like, how do you get through it? It's like, I have no clue. I don't know. I've been through it, but I don't know how to get through it.
I'm not the best at.
So there you go.
How do you eat an elephant? One tiny bit at a time.
Yeah,
I've been through a lot in my life, and I feel like a lot of the people in the vinyl community and in real life judge me, and they don't know what I've been through.
You know what, Richard? If you choose to focus,
that's on them, not
Richard,
you.
If you choose to focus on the 1% of the vinyl community who's against you, then don't focus on that, because there's like 98% of the people in the vinyl community who love you. Those 2% are just assholes, okay? And they have nothing good to do with their life. They just come and they, you just don't focus.
Richard, if you choose to be the victim, you'll always be the victim.
Richard,
don't be the victim.
Not
Richard,
just happiness.
No, I'm not.
I
don't want to be the victim.
Don't be the victim, Richard. You just rise above it and you say, "Fuck those haters. I'm going to continue to make videos and show my Andy Williams like I do."
Yeah.
You think I really care?
I don't let them affect me, but it's just like you judge me and you don't know what I've been through.
People are going to judge you because you're the most famous VCer in all of the.
Then don't give those people a second thought. Instead, force all your attention on Tim's Bang single. Oh, epic single.
Yeah, Bang.
I thought it was Bang at first.
No, it was. That's another one. That was Carol Lynn by Strangeloves. And then Bonnie and Clyde by Georgie Fame. These are all
Tim,
beat.
I want candy. I want candy.
I have that.
Strangeloves.
These are all beat, though.
Yeah, Rachel would be the best to explain to Richard, because Rachel have a very.
Rachel would be good, yeah.
Richard, for all the things I put you through and all the jokes I do think you're a good person, Richard. And I fuck with you sometimes, and I say things just to.
I know it's a joke.
I don't hate you.
No,
it's not serious.
We're done with this. We're focusing on vinyl now.
Yeah. Show
That's
us.
what I do when things get intense. I just show a record.
Believe me, Lisa. If I thought the stuff you said to me was serious.
Here, some vinyl.
No, that's another
Tim, what was that Cameo Parkway?
Vinyl, Neon Moms. Got this for free.
Believe me, Lisa, if I thought that the stuff you said to me was serious, no joke, you'd be blocked from my stream.
45s, Tim. Show me more 45s.
No. Come on.
Lorraine Ellison.
Oh.
Good soul.
Ooh.
Question mark.
Oh,
And
question
Syrians, the classic. This one's common.
Yes,
Mind benders.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that label
No.
many times at the record store.
I was really happy to get this. I'll hold out my hand by the Click.
Ooh.
Oh.
If you don't know the Click are, they did the original version of Superman that REM covered.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beg, Borrow, and Steal by the Ohio Express before they got signed to Buddha.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
I have that album.
That was before they became bubblegum.
New Colony 6 on Center Records.
Oh, yes.
That might be the
Great
rarest
stuff.
That might be the rarest thing I got. I already
That
showed
is
that
great.
one.
Garage rock right
That
there.
was Carolyn that I didn't show properly before. These are all really beat. I mean, really beat. Ballad of Bonnie and Clyde. Georgie Fame. This is common. New Colony 6. After they weren't so garage anymore.
Right.
Knight and Rusty Armor by Peter and Gordon.
Oh, cool. I have that one with the picture sleeve.
And
You know, Tim, I had that
Bob and
single
Earl.
when I was a kid. That was the first thing that introduced me to Peter Gordon.
Wow.
Oh, there you
Bob and Earl. Some more R&B kind of. That's it for today. I got one other thing, though. Does anybody know this song? I've only known this for like a year. And it's about my favorite Fats Domino song now.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
the reason I'm not pleasing you?
Yep.
What a great song.
It is a great song. Fats Domino's awesome.
The B-side of Blue Monday.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Imperial Fats is awesome. Some of
You
the
get
ABC stuff's good too.
Tim gets so many cool 45s. Now you're going to inspire me to
Well,
want to
I-
go back to Amoeba.
I think even like
This just sits behind me in every
reprise-
video.
I
That's a lot
I
of
think the
45.
reprise Fat stuff is great too.
You know, I'm going to catch up to you someday, Tim, with all these 45s I own. Look at that.
I haven't heard
Look
the
at I
reprise
got a
stuff.
crate of 45s.
Yeah. I think the Fats reprise stuff was great too. Like even like
You
I mean,
don't know
what do you
most
do? Like
many
Lady
45s
Madonna?
you do
I mean, come on.
Lady Madonna.
Wait, I want to.
That I've heard. That's a good one too.
I mean, that's awesome.
I forgot
Like
that
Fats was
reprise.
great from like 53 or
Yep.
from 49 from the time he did the Fat Man up
Oh, yeah,
until like
Fat Man's
69.
great. Oh,
He had
you
a
know-
20-year run. It was amazing.
Baby,
Look what I
please
have.
don't
You got
go.
almost
Oh my
as many.
God.
You got almost as many.
See?
Peter and Gordon. I love them.
Knights of Rusty Armor. The picture sleeve.
Wow.
Fats
You know,
is-
Baby, please
I
don't go,
wanted
Beans.
to be New Orleans. I wanted
The
to
what?
see him
Please
play.
don't go. No, please don't leave me. That's what it is. Do you know that, Beans?
Please
That's from like
don't leave
1950.
me, darling. Please
Yeah,
don't go.
that is so good.
Yeah.
That's from like 1950.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like the
my
Fat
God.
Man. The Fat Man was his first hit from 1949.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, come on. He was
Lisa,
rock and
looks
roll
like you
before
have-
rock and roll was rock and roll.
But it's
Yeah.
Dave Bartholomew had a lot
Yep.
to do with that. Nobody knows who he is, unfortunately.
Lisa, it looks like you have as many 45s as you do
Oh.
records.
I have about 100 and something 45s.
Wow.
Richard,
If somebody
45s
doesn't know
are
who
records.
Dave if somebody doesn't know who Dave Bartholomew was, they don't know who Fats Domino is.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
shouldn't anyway. The
I
monkey
don't know
they
who
should.
the first one
monkeys
is.
like
I know
the
who
best
that Domino
song.
is.
Richard, should I send you this, Richard? Silly Love Songs by Wings.
You keep that one.
Well, Richard.
Ooh, I gotta plug my laptop in. I'm I'm getting a warning.
I think we're going to be wrapped up in a few minutes, guys.
It's cool.
It has been I can't, but 3.5 hours almost. This has been great.
Yeah, I
Great
didn't think,
tonight.
yeah. I didn't think when I came home you were going to be on. I figured it'd be done by now.
Well, usually Saturday nights are usually the best for me to do any of these.
I just saw that he was on.
So what you're saying, Paul, is Venus and
Yep.
Mars are all right
Surprise.
tonight?
Venus and Mars is all right
That is
tonight.
correct.
In my green metal suit, my green metal suit, I'm preparing to shoot up the city.
Before we end the stream, Richard, I got some music for you to check out, Richard. You should check this out. The White Stripes.
Ugh.
What? Why you?
I mean, I've heard of them. Yeah.
The White Stripes.
No, I came
White
across.
Stripes are awesome.
I came across a bunch of White Stripes
look at
45s.
that.
Who is that?
Look at
Venus and Mars Rock Show.
Who is that? Who is that?
I don't know. Who
I know
that
that.
Hang on, we're getting there.
Oh, is that George Harrison? Boy, he's
No, that's not George. Who is that?
It's
Who
Paul.
is that? Who
Venus
is
and Mars
that?
Rock Show.
Who is that,
Who?
Richard? Oh my God, who is that?
That's George Harrison.
That's a strange picture. I didn't never see
That's
that.
not
You're the
Harrison.
biggest
Who
Macca
is
fan
it?
in the world doesn't recognize Paul McCartney.
That's not McCartney. Come on.
You know I'm fucking with you. I know who
Give
it
me
is.
a break. Who is it?
It's
It's
Paul
a-
McCartney.
Fucking Paul McCartney.
He just explained.
It's Venus and Mars Rock Show.
Now we
Japanese
know he's
picture
really
sleeve.
That doesn't look anything like McCartney.
It looks
That
exactly
looks exactly like McCartney.
That is
Maybe it's
Paul
that blurred
McCartney.
vision you have.
Oh
Do we
my
have to
God.
go? Do I have to go and summon
Maybe
Tom
it's that blurred
Hunt?
vision of yours, Richard.
Oh my God,
Hey,
yes.
if you're watching this, Tom, if you're watching this,
Yeah,
Tom
if-
Hunyadi, you're the real Paul McCartney fan.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Tom has enough whiskey for this one.
Yeah, Tom needs a lot of whiskey. Believe me, Macca, I drank some wine the other night because you were getting to me. And I'm not an alcoholic, but Macca, you might make me one.
That would be
I
like
think you
showing the
drink
Please Please
Lisa.
Me cover and saying, "Who is that on the left?" But Paul.
Who is that?
I don't get. I don't know. Would you describe our relationship as a love-hate relationship, Lisa? I don't know.
Look at that.
Oh, jeez.
Come dancing.
Oh,
You know, I never cared for that song.
It's okay.
I love the Kinks, but I don't
Yeah.
like that song.
You know
The
what?
Kinks are my second favorite band, but like that song is just.
Yeah,
it's
but
just shit.
I couldn't pass it up for a quarter. Okay, don't ask. I saw it for a quarter.
You know the one.
25
You want to
cents.
know what the Kinks ear candy I had today was? Predictable. I haven't
Who's
heard
that,
that
Richard?
song in forever. I'm like, why is this in bed?
Who's
Oh,
that?
hang on.
Who's that?
What do
John
we
and
have?
Yoko. That's John
Who's
and Yoko.
That's Paul McCartney. That is Paul McCartney.
No, that's
Right there.
Olivia Harrison and George
Oh,
Harrison.
show it again, Tim. Show it again, Tim. Show it again, Tim.
Look how wonderful Linda looks right
Nice.
there. She's the same.
Yeah, but
It's not
who's that
wonderful.
with her?
Nice, George and Olivia. That was great, Tim. Thank you.
Who's that? I don't know who that is either. Who's that
George
guy? I
and
don't know.
Olivia.
Nice Elvis and Priscilla there. Thank you.
Oh, good God.
Lisa, I don't know. Would you consider? Would you call our relationship a love-hate relationship?
That's the best.
Oh, good God.
That's the best picture of Ringo and Maureen I've ever seen.
I would say,
Yeah, really good there.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you say, Lisa?
I thought it was George and Maureen.
No.
You know,
No,
it
it's
was.
Goodness.
It's George and Olivia.
It was Olivia.
As Ringo's knocking on the door. Ringo's knocking on the door. Maureen, let me in. I know it's three-way. George, come on.
You know what?
Remember, George, it don't come easy. Oh.
Oh.
Just for you, Richard.
Ringo, if you want another hit single, you're gonna let me sleep with your wife.
Just for you, Richard. Look what we got here. Just for you.
Oh, I got that. I have it.
That was the first record I ever bought for my collection. Was that
Yeah.
Beatles 35?
I think I've got the 95 reissue of it.
Richard, would you ever do your hair like this?
Who the hell is that?
Oh, wow. That's Kaja Kuga.
Oh, that's scary.
Kaja Kuga.
It looks like an older version of Adam Lambert.
I need to kill.
Are you talking about Kaja Gugu?
Yeah, the Kaja Gugu. I'm like Kaja Gaga, whatever it is.
I do to
He's not shy about saying about Kaja Gugu.
Let's see. Let's find something else that might. Oh, Richard. Look at Richard's favorite musician of all time.
Oh God, I hope it's not Springsteen.
It's George Harrison. God, you don't know your Beatles? You're late.
Okay, yeah, that I like George. He's second best Beatle.
No, he's the first. He's the first best. You don't argue.
No, it's Paul, George, Ringo, then John.
Best. All right. On that note, all right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I'm packing up the shop for tonight.
Does anybody know
wait a minute. Is that Fats Dom? Wait a minute. Is that Fats Domino? You gotta show Fats Domino.
That is Fats Domino. He's your brother from
and he swing. He swings.
Man.
No, it's Paul McCartney with a flat top.
You gotta love Fats Domino. You gotta love Fats Domino.
Yay, the fat man.
Good Lord, Richard.
Gotta love Fats.
On this note, what a lovely lesbian couple. Love you all.
I love all of you.
Oh boy, yeah.
I love everybody.
All right, you.
I love everybody.
Thank
but
you.
Paul McCartney.
Seriously,
I love
everybody
all
for
of
being
you,
here
even
tonight.
Free Code. I love you.
Here on the panel.
Good night, everyone. Thanks.
Well, you are chunk. And at that note,
See you
thanks,
later,
guys.
Tim.
Take care.